Like sword fighting dicks. Like if you're both kind of flaccid, it's like
No,
Pool
no,
noodles is-
I got it.
Pool
That was
noodles is good. It's like right in between hard and not hard.
Yeah.
It's like-
Yeah, that's what I was.
There's
That's
some
where I was
structure
lost
there.
for a second. I had to think about it. Like
There's
what?
some structure there. It's like
Yeah.
it's like you're working on it. Like I don't really like this, but I kind of do.
yeah. I mean, you guys can kind of follow my thought there, right? To a
No, I
point.
got it. That's why I
Unfortunately,
laughed.
Unfortunately.
It's better than,
It was a good one.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm glad you're pulling out the good jokes now that Jordan's gone.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We gotta pull off. We gotta make up for the dead weight. Hey everybody, welcome to the Good Time Circle Podcast. It's me, Lucas, and over here we got Mr. Casey,
Yes.
and over here we got Jaime,
Hola.
and introducing instead of Jordan today's very special guest, Chris.
Yeah,
His name is Chris.
I can't get a better introduction than that.
Introducing our very special guest. That's supposed to be a drum roll.
That was
I
a
know,
one-handed
it's not a good
drum
drum
roll.
Well, I'm holding the fucking microphone.
Well, you could have asked somebody else.
It's like a fucking walrus.
This is Chris. He's filling in for Jordan today. Jordan is in Vegas,
Nevada.
I believe. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in Vegas right now,
Nevada.
doing some work stuff. Yeah,
Thanks for having me.
yeah, no problem, dude.
You know.
And let's go ahead and
Took you long enough.
start with our special guest, Chris. What you been up to?
Nothing, man. Literally nothing.
Yeah, this is the section where we talk about just movies we've seen in the past.
Yeah.
However,
It's usually what
I
you've been doing.
was job hunting.
True.
As y'all know, I quit my job, so I don't really have much going on.
True.
So I just took the time really to job hunt and look at movies and TV shows and stuff. So
Nice.
kind of getting back to my roots.
Yeah.
So.
Watch anything interesting recently?
So I saw The Hitman's Bodyguard.
I was
Oh,
curious
geez.
about that.
Oh, see, I did not see it, but I kind of wanted to.
Yeah.
I kid you not. Nick Fury needs to find a way to make it to the new Deadpool movie because Sam Jackson and Ryan Reynolds' chemistry in that
Yeah.
movie just sells it.
Nice.
Like
Okay.
honestly, it's
I can believe that.
it's the total reason to watch the movie. And
I mean, that's
honestly,
why I wanted to watch it.
what's
Yeah.
bad is so Gary Oldman's in it.
Gary Oldman's in it?
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So, and I'll lead to I'll segue to something I thought about when I watched the movie in a minute. But like, as good of an actor as Gary Oldman is, he's totally eclipsed by Samuel L. Jackson and Ryan
Yeah.
Reynolds'
Well,
relationship.
yeah. 'Cause that's what the movie's about, I assume, is them just cursing at each other.
Oh, it's so great though.
I'm not saying it's not.
I mean, they're good at it. That's why it's.
There's not to spoil anything, but there's a moment where like Ryan Reynolds is just like it's in the trailer, but like Ryan Reynolds is like talking to someone about Samuel L. Jackson, and the monologue he just gives about Samuel L. Jackson, his impression of him was just amazing. I played it back like 3 or 4 times, and I was dying every time. Like it's just the greatest.
Nice. Is it out on DVD already? Like, is it out?
I saw it on Voodoo,
Okay,
so
so
it should be pretty soon.
I think Adam has it on Voodoo. So I think I saw it on there too, and I was like, oh yeah,
That's where
I'll
I'm
watch
saying.
that. And then like I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but like I was actually thinking about something because I was watching the movie and I was like, oh, Gary Oldman's in it, and then I started to think like we were having a conversation before like pre-podcast about like the number of times a certain person played the antagonist or was the government.
Yeah.
Gary Oldman plays the antagonist in more movies than I think it's his unofficial movie. Like
He's a good villain.
yeah. So,
He's good at being the big bad guy.
Wait, was maybe I'm completely wrong here, but isn't he playing Winston Churchill in the movie Churchill? Or is
Yeah.
that someone-
yes.
He's not the bad guy.
But the
Well,
number of times
depends
He's fighting the Nazis. Like,
He was Commissioner Gordon. He was,
I mean, he's the bad guy to the Nazis.
yeah, but like,
But the
Probably.
percentage of the
I know
times
they
that
didn't
Gary
like
Oldman plays the bad guy versus the time that he plays the good guy is far
Astronomical.
greater.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I hear Gary Oldman's a pretty.
I mean, to be
like-
fair, in Churchill, he plays both the government and the good guy, and that's they're breaking all the standards.
Yeah, there's
all
a
the
movie
rules.
where the government's not the bad guy. We
Yeah.
were talking before the podcast. Casey brought up like, what percent of all movies do you think the government is the bad guy? I guess like 70.
I'm thinking it's higher.
It's
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's way higher. Like a good maybe 85, 90. Now might be lowballing it.
Fuck, man.
I want to say like 98 with like 2% of movies being.
especially like nowadays.
No,
With
it's
all,
such
the,
an easy
with all the
target.
political discord and
True.
crap that's happening everywhere. Like,
We're just at the beginning of the government being the bad guy in movies.
We gotta get that number up to 99.
Then I saw. I started watching Atomic Blonde.
I almost watched that this weekend, actually. But I didn't.
I'm not a fan.
No?
No, because
I heard a lot of mixed on that.
every cool thing is in the trailer. Like all the good
Oh, yeah.
fight, like
Yeah, it's a really
honestly,
good trailer.
The fight scenes are the best thing about the movie, and like I guess the lighting and color
But
and stuff.
yeah,
like
it's
that.
the choreography, I'd assume.
Yeah, but like it just has really bad pacing issues.
I mean, that's something that was concerning me a little bit. Like before it came out, I was looking at it and it's like I'm worried that this is going to be like, hey, we're going to make our own John Wick, and then they didn't because it's not John Wick.
Yeah.
And it's just like some kind of cheap clone. You know what I mean?
No, yes.
I feel like a lot of people felt that way too.
Yeah. It's the same choreographer, I want to say?
Yes.
One of them, right?
It's a couple crew members are on the same, but of course, the story is like much different.
No, things like it came out like the same time John Wick 2 came out, like roughly.
Yeah.
That's when they started advertising it. So it's like, yeah, I feel like you're trying to capitalize on this.
Yeah. I think to me it felt like exactly that, because when I first watched John Wick 1, I thought like, oh, like John Wick, like there's no story, it's all fighting.
John Wick
Yeah.
1 is like phenomenal.
So I was like, oh, once I started watching Atomic Blonde, I was like, oh yeah, it's totally John Wick. But then like the pacing of it was just trash.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because-
like John Wick with too much story, kind of.
Yes.
Okay.
But then the thing is, like, that's exactly the point. So
Yeah.
John Wick 1, like, as soon as he cracks that chest open, it's like 100 miles and running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
with Atomic Blonde, it's like a speed trap. Like, you go 60, and then, like, you drop back down to 30.
Okay.
And then,
Yeah.
like, it's constantly that, so.
Yeah, that's one of those. I don't know if I'll ever watch it, but I might like look up some of the fight scenes.
Oh, the fight scenes are totally worth it.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I don't know. Even if it's bad, I guess I'm okay with more of that type of action movie coming out at least. Even if they're just ripping off John Wick, like John Wick's pretty good.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'll take more of
the
that.
clones
vibe.
don't come out all like, fucking short armed and like
Yeah.
bad.
That's a good metaphor. Cool. Casey,
Did you ever see the video online about the people in the church and like through the power of prayer, this one woman whose arm was shorter than the other one grew to be the same length?
was the rest of her arm hidden in her sleeve the whole time?
No, she literally did this, and this is great for all the podcast listeners. Through the power of prayer, her arm is now growing to the same length. It's literally that.
That's a good visual.
Yeah. It's I don't know if you guys ever saw that. Like it was.
No, but I believe it.
It's totally worth it now.
Yeah. Casey, what are you up to?
I've seen. So I've done Overwatch, and I watched Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, you did see.
I saw Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, I gotta get on that.
Yeah, I
I
haven't seen it either.
I've heard nothing but good about it.
Well, it's good. Wait,
Yeah.
who the fuck's coming in?
Oh shit, someone's here. Hi. Casey, what are you up to?
I saw Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, nice, Thor
Yeah.
Ragnarok. I hear it's really good.
Yeah,
What do you think of it?
I liked it.
Nice.
Sweet.
There's some good stuff in there. I can't remember the name of the director, though I like his work.
Yeah, it's I'm not even gonna pretend, but it's the
Yeah.
guy who did What We Do in the Shadows.
And Hunt for Wilder People.
Which
Yeah.
is the only one I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they
He,
got the new one coming out too.
There's a lot of visual effects in the movie. He handled it very well for someone who's never done visual effects before.
Nice.
The Hulk body slams a wolf that's giant, so that's in there.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I've heard
Just
there's
spoiled it.
Yeah.
I've heard there's a lot of just like really metal imagery, like
Yeah.
Viking shit.
No, I will admit, the one thing that disappointed me a little bit because I saw it in the trailer. You know the shot like of all the Valkyries coming in to fight the
Yeah.
thing, throwing all the knives, and it's like, that shot looked really fucking nice, like art, like fucking like our album art for things.
Yeah.
That's like a minute-long flashback. That's not the end fight.
Okay, it's a flashback.
Yeah, it's
Good.
like, oh.
I kind of don't want it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it
would've
looks
seen
cool,
that.
but
Yeah.
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 I want to see more of it.
Was it funny at all?
Yeah, they had jokes. The guy knows the jokes. It's he got one of the guys from the HBO show that he directed. That I can't remember the name of for some reason. I can't remember the name of a lot of shit. This guy, like,
Yeah. Especially his name.
yeah. But you know what show I'm talking about, though, right? We were
Maybe.
watching.
Oh, is it who's in it or what's it about?
It's about the two dudes from like New Zealand, like
Flight of the Conchords.
that's it, Flight of Concords. He got the Indian dude from that.
Yeah,
Is that with Jermaine Clement?
Jermaine Clement.
Okay, no, not him, but like the other dude. But
yeah,
Jermaine
the Indian
Clement's in
one
it.
who's
Yeah.
he does a voice for
Man,
it.
Jermaine
Yeah.
Clement's been popping up in a lot of stuff, and I love it.
Yeah, I mean that's what happens when you make it, right?
Yeah. Because he was in fucking Moana. I didn't realize until after I watched it. He was the hermit crab.
I didn't
It's
see
pretty good.
Moana.
You probably don't have to.
I don't
It's
think
good, but you won't care for it. Like it's one of those kids movies. Like it's cool. It's good. That's about
Yeah.
it. Right. Awesome. Yeah. I'm gonna try and see Thor soon. So
That's worth seeing.
we can circle back and talk.
What I
about
want to
that.
know also is how much money did they spend on that one song?
The Zeppelin song.
Yeah.
Probably a fucking lot.
Because they played it twice, and like not in like 30-second bursts. Like they played most of the song twice in that movie.
Yeah.
So it's like it's gonna cost some money.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe they paid for like one like big usage and cut the usage
they-
down. So
they-
I mean, they played
two.
almost the entire song twice.
They
Oh,
have the
really?
money.
Yeah.
Dude,
that is true.
I saw something the other day that Infinity War 1 and 2 is going to be the highest budget movie ever
I
made.
believe they're both over $1 billion.
Jesus.
It's 500 million each. It's $1 billion for both, I believe.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Totally.
Yeah, because my coworker said like, yeah, it's $1 billion each, and I was like, is that even possible? What are you going to spend that fucking money on?
Robert Downey Jr.
We're gonna
those are just his paychecks.
yeah, we're gonna play the entirety of that fucking Led Zeppelin album during the movie.
Bot Stairway.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
it's just
Play it 10
it's
times.
Stairway on loop for 2.5 hours.
That's the only the song on the soundtrack.
The only score.
That'd be such a good fuck you movie to make. Like I made so much money, I'm just gonna play the most expensive song on loop
Yeah.
in my movie.
I finally got a budget and I blew it instantly.
But it's gonna be fucking insane, like how much money they're spending and how much money they're gonna fucking make.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, but yeah,
All the toys are in the box playing with each other now. Like that's
yeah, pretty much. It kind of is like a Marvel sandbox.
Some Marvel Toy Story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, what if that's the end of Infinity War Part 2? It zooms out and it's some kid playing with
Fucking
all the Avengers.
Andy.
Yeah,
Yo,
Be a little
it's
annoyed.
it's
Stan Lee.
Disney now.
And
yeah,
it's-
it's his cameo.
So it zooms out, and then like it's totally like Family Guy, where that scene where it's like Adam West thinking about the stuff in Quahog.
I think
Oh,
I,
yeah.
But, like,
he
it's
wakes up and
instead-
the dude who played
and-
Robin's next to him.
But instead of all that, like it zooms out is Stan Lee, and he's pitching to people. He's like, so that's the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I would kind of love that. I'd be ballsy.
I feel like that should be like a bone, like a
An alternate ending.
yeah, like a deleted scenes on the disc.
Or it's like
somewhere.
Stanley as a, what is he, the Watcher? Is that what it's called? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guardians, they could do something with that. They probably will do something with that.
They did, didn't they? They showed a little.
Well, I mean, like they
Oh,
could
you
do
mean
like at the end of
afterwards? Yeah.
Avengers.
Yeah.
I mean,
Pulls
to be
out the
fair-
Stanley watching.
He's definitely not like much of a watcher in Ragnarok.
True. All right, so Jaime, what do you got for us today?
Overwatching it up.
So
Yeah.
did you play Mora? Since you've
I
been
did.
playing Overwatch?
I did
Okay.
actually. I bought
we
it
all got
for.
round Mora in?
I bought it for
Uh,
PC, so I have the PTR also. So I played with the PTR.
I
You-
played one round with Moira about a half hour before you guys got here.
Yeah, I played like 2.
How do you guys feel about
She's
her?
not near as overpowered as I was promised, and that's a good thing.
I'm not sure. I mean, that's definitely good.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about her.
She's good if she's a team player.
Yeah.
Your team has to kind of work together.
It was
'cause
kinda hard
She can't
for-
carry.
It was hard for me to get a feel for it because in the arcade they have what's it called, like anything goes now
No
or no
limits.
limits.
Yeah, no limits.
So I played that, and our team was 6 Moiras versus a team of 3 Moiras and 3 Hanzos.
Oh wow!
So you
You guys
won?
won.
No.
Really?
Well, eventually, we were 6 Moiras the whole time out, and they switched to like Symmetra and
Oh,
Torb just for
yeah.
the easy
Oh, okay.
win. Well. Also, we had fucking 6 Moiras, and we still kept dying. Like no one was gonna heal each other. They're just using the attack. Like six.
The attack's not good.
6 healers, no one can stay alive.
The thing is, the attack's not good. Like
Yeah.
you literally should only be doing that to get the
That-
health back up
that-
because it's not.
That's the
you don't
biggest
do much
thing.
damage.
I thought she was gonna be more of a DPS hero, but I'm
Yeah.
kind of glad she's not.
And also the ultimate is not near as overpowered. As
The
it looks.
ult's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it needs to be bumped up by like 10 points because like it does not a lot if like so you only played in like that game mode. I
Yeah,
played it in quick play.
I
Multiple-
tried, but she kept getting
Yeah.
taken before I could.
Yeah, you man. I had to do a few rounds, but eventually I got into her on quick play. So like I was playing with the team and whatnot. And
Mm-hmm.
when this is the first time I've ever seen I've ever seen people run like 3 healers on a team just in quick play for no reason. 'Cause they wanted to try Ana and Mercy as well because they got their things.
Mm. Yeah, they got the changes, the buff and nerf.
No. So it was interesting seeing that, and that's kind of makes you think that she's going to be good if you get a team.
Yeah.
Like you can't play her alone.
Yeah, I'm curious about her. It's really just not my play style, kind of. Cause it's, I mean, if you're playing as a healer, it's better. But for her on attack, it's that same kind of Symmetra play style, which isn't really for me.
I feel like she's balanced well. I think we just need to keep playing with her and wait it out and see
I-
how she.
like a-
I definitely need
ends
to
up in
get more
comp and
with
stuff
her.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I,
I
think she's
mean-
good for now.
Yeah, I mean, like I gotta learn how to use the orbs better.
Yeah.
Like at
Yeah.
all.
That
really,
threw me
so I keep
off a
forgetting
little
to do
bit.
it.
The orb is so good.
Because you get like every 10 seconds, so it's like every fight you can throw out like a few of them. So it's
Yeah.
like you throw them out.
The
at the
orb is
beginning,
my
it's just-
favorite part of her. It just bounces around.
Yeah. It's just remembering to do it and then picking the right one.
Yeah, yeah.
Because usually, like, what I end up doing is seeing someone's like fighting, is fighting some people, so I throw out the damage one just to heal the person and
Yeah.
that someone.
Also, fucking, why does right trigger use your left hand and
I
left
changed
trigger
that.
uses your right?
I changed that.
I-
I went to the practice
changed it
mode.
too.
I went to the practice mode because I wanted to see. I didn't want to find that out in the game. I was like, no, fuck this. I
yeah,
gotta
it's
change it. Like,
fucking my brain.
Yeah, I found that out in the game, and I'm like,
Yeah,
can we just not?
Yeah.
Actual brain function.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally, I had to rewire it. All right, but yeah, anything besides Overwatch, really?
I watched a movie I probably should have seen a while ago, but haven't, and just got around to it. I watched Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Oh, I have not
saw
seen
that
that.
in high
You should
school.
watch it. It was pretty good. It held up quite well.
Oh, you saw it in high school?
Yeah, because like you can't play PG-13 movies without signatures. So like PG movie from Wes Anderson, sure, let's go.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a good movie to watch in school. I watched a lot of shitty movies.
And they cuss a lot in that movie.
Damn, do they?
Well, sort of.
Sort of.
It's like British, right?
No.
Well, it's Wes Anderson, so it's just like
It's just Wes. Yeah, it's just Wes
That- that
Anderson
quirky
quirkiness.
vibe.
yeah.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen it in a while. I can't remember.
George Clooney's the lead.
Oh yeah.
George Clooney's the lead. Didn't know that.
He's the Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Oh, he's the fox.
He's the fox.
Cool. Speaking of movies we should have seen, I finally saw Baby Driver.
Oh, I did too.
About
Yeah.
time. Oh, my
yeah.
god.
All four of us have seen Baby
I
Driver.
mean, I saw it a while back.
well, you
Yeah,
saw it like
seriously.
on time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it in the movies. Yes.
Yeah.
It's-
I saw it like a couple days ago.
I saw like the instant I got the voodoo because I missed it in theaters.
Whatever. I saw
Yeah.
Blade Runner
So,
in theaters.
so,
So,
so
fuck
we
you
can
guys.
Yeah, you
we can
did
talk
that one.
spoilers then, since we've all seen it.
it's
saw
not
Ragnarok.
let's talk the movie. It's not spoilers.
Well, some of my
Yeah.
opinions are a little spoiler. For example,
Why was Berthol in this?
yeah, he really wasn't in it for that long.
Yeah.
He was cool.
Yeah, but like
He didn't do
Yeah.
much.
he was in there. They marketed him in the movie. He's like, dude, you're here for 5 minutes. What
Yeah,
are you
but
doing?
They're like, look, we got Punisher in this movie. Come see it.
yeah,
yeah, he was just riding a wave.
it was
Yeah.
fine. But fucking John Hamm, man, fucking
he was
made
great.
that movie
Oh,
for me.
absolutely.
He was
Oh my
great.
god, the shit at the end with the weird fucking lighting on him in the car was so cool.
Mhm.
But how do you guys feel about the ending?
I overall think the movie was too long. in my
Really?
opinion. That's
Yeah.
my only gripe about Baby Driver.
There's
Okay.
things they could have cut out of
like
it.
it could have ended 30 minutes earlier.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
I
I think
really,
it's only. I think it's almost a 2-hour movie.
it's about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Because
I
like they
didn't
kind of
find it that
shift.
long.
Well, they kind of shift antagonists part way through it
Yeah.
for like narrative purposes, and you could have cut that out and just kept Kevin Spacey the bad guy.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. So Kevin
You could've.
Spacey isn't really.
yeah.
He's more of like the broker.
But he could have gotten there. I think is the thing. With,
Yeah.
Since Baby
They
Driver
definitely
fucked
made
up
him
his
seem
job,
like
you know
the
what I mean?
antagonist.
Yeah. That I got that from the.
And they
thing.
played it up, especially in the first like half of the movie.
In that
Yeah.
restaurant scene.
Especially the restaurant scene. Yeah.
And then they just kind of shifted gears because they picked a new antagonist basically, and
Yeah.
you could
I
have
see.
you
I
could have trimmed
kind of
that
like
down.
that though,
Yeah, but
because
like,
there's some kind of weird.
but if the movie has to be shortened, where are you gonna cut? Right?
Yeah.
That's where you could have.
Yeah.
Cut.
I don't know.
Fair.
There's just like weird unspoken relationship between Baby and Kevin Spacey, which I thought was kind of interesting. So when they changed, like Kevin Spacey never really wanted to harm Baby, I
Yeah.
guess.
No, he
No, he just
he,
wanted his
cared,
money
all he
back.
wanted about was money.
Yeah.
That's all he cared about.
At first, I thought Kevin Spacey was his dad. Then I was like, no, that's not it.
It's my boy, baby.
Yeah. That's my baby.
I'll name him
Also, my biggest fuck you to that movie is Baby's real name being Miles.
Why?
Miles,
his last
like you
name
drive
Powers?
miles.
Was his last name
No, it was-
Powers?
No, it's
No
like
one-
Miles, like the name Miles.
No,
like Miles
they
Davis.
named him Miles. Someone in the writers like, yo, there's,
Like
there's
Miles
a pun in
Davis.
No
oh
one-
my
no one
god.
thought
no
about-
one thought.
I'm
No
not
one
saying
thought about that.
no. Disagree.
That was not
it's
on
fucking Edgar
purpose.
Wright. You know that was on purpose.
I agree with Luke.
Yeah.
I
Damn
guarantee
it.
he's named
That
Miles
is kind of
because
a
of
good
like
point.
a rope
You're
puns.
you're the only one that
yeah.
thought about that.
When the
No.
voiceover of the chick is like, I can't believe your real name's Miles. I was like, oh.
You know, Luke, I remember that, but I forgot it immediately because it was dumb.
I did too.
What did they say? What his last name was?
I don't think so.
Because if it's Powers, and his name is Miles Powers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Miles per hour.
Miles Prowers.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my
the thing
God.
is, like, actually, there's a guy I watch on YouTube whose actual name is that. And he's a chemist and he does like debunking videos. Like, there's nothing related to cars, believe it or not.
Okay.
That's just his name.
Oh, then why is that his name?
Because that's his name.
Oh, it's just like his
his
he
parents
was
gave
born
him the
with
name
it.
Miles.
Okay,
and his
yeah.
last name was Powers.
His birth name.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of people complained about the ending. I don't know. I didn't think it was bad, but I thought it was just very like whatever, right?
Again, I didn't have a problem with it. I just thought that that's another thing. So the ending, I thought
Yeah.
could have been
I
when
mean,
he
like
got
the very
arrested.
ending. See, I thought
Which would, honestly, let's be honest, you'd get arrested.
I
He'd
thought
be
it was
fine.
gonna be super dark. I thought they were gonna end where John Hamm shoots by the ears and he's just deaf for the rest of his life, and then he
Instead
takes
of
the
hard of
road
hearing.
trip deaf. It's like some monkey's
Yeah,
paw.
I thought
like
it was
some
gonna be
monkey's
thought
paw
that
shit
shit.
like that. I was like, whoa.
I was like, that's a dark fucking ending.
I thought that too, but like when they're riding out of the city, I was like, oh, all right, the movie's over.
I
And
thought
then,
that
like,
was
it's
it,
an
yeah.
extra like 10 minutes. So I'm just like,
that I'm with
No.
you. That could have been cut out.
yeah,
I'm with you on that.
definitely. That's the only thing I think. I was like, they had
Yeah.
so many
'Cause I-
opportunities to cut.
I
and then
guess
they-
they're going for like the love prevails kind of thing,
Yeah,
but like
definitely.
it's not necessary in that.
Yeah.
I felt like they had 3 endings and they kind of just
Did
didn't
'em
want to
all.
pick one. Or no, they did them all. That's what it was. They did
Yeah.
them all, and it just felt like there's too much here. Kind of just lead
Yeah.
us in one
There's too much
direction.
closure. The door's already closed, damn it.
Yeah.
well, what it really is was like Edgar Wright wrote an album for
Yeah,
the movie.
I
and,
think
like,
Yeah.
and
We
he-
picked an
he had to-
album.
he had to
We're
fill that
down
t-
2 songs.
He had to,
No,
he had
but
to fill
he-
that time.
Yeah.
He sent that out. He sent the script out with the song list, like, hey, play this song while you're reading this part of the script.
I think
And they kept everything but one song.
Nice.
I think he said like it's just a list of songs I've wanted to make scenes to, and he just made it into a movie,
No, that's definitely it.
which is an awesome idea.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
Like, man, this song would sound great in a movie.
But
Let me
like,
buy it.
Like back in the day, like in the '90s, stuff like that, when people still listened to CDs, that's all it
Yeah.
was. There's hour-long CDs. That was like 15 or
Yeah.
20 tracks. Like, so that's what he did. He made an album, and
Yeah.
then like he made a visual album. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, man, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
there's actually, if you go back and you look at, so I've seen it probably now about twice. If you go back and look at in that first scene, so I keep thinking like, how does he hit these marks on these beats? If you really look at the words of the songs, are there as markers, visual markers.
In the opening credits, yeah.
Yeah, when he's walking through the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool too.
Yeah.
That long take with
Yeah.
it all lines up.
They
Gosh,
had
was it?
me-
Because they're doing a lot of neat stuff in that, like with the matching
it's-
people to
it's-
things.
Oh my god. The
Remember that.
The best editing is fucking they're on baby's face and the reflection of his sunglasses like the car in the sunset, and then it transitions to the car in the sunset. It's so good. It's so dumb. Yeah, it's just really impressive editing and planning.
That's the movie. I
Yeah,
love that movie.
it's good stuff.
If it doesn't win something, I'm gonna be thoroughly pissed.
Yeah.
What do you
Alright,
think it would
soundtrack.
win? Soundtrack? Yeah.
Soundtrack and editing.
Yeah, or sound editing.
I mean, editing is
'Cause
definitely.
fair.
I see it getting
everything's like
editing.
on beat too, which is interesting.
So mixing.
Well, it's music. His music was the driving force
Yeah.
behind it,
Yeah.
and I think maybe I would have liked the movie more if the music I thought I liked more. Like, I didn't
That's
hate
fair.
it. I just thought it was okay.
Yeah,
I thought it was an alright movie.
I thought it was a good soundtrack.
It was an
I
alright
do like
soundtrack
that he
and
didn't go
alright-
for like. Sometimes, but like some of the songs weren't like super in your nose, like what you'd
No.
expect. Like if you would go for a Queen song, like
Yeah.
Suicide Squad did,
Or Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody,
Yeah.
like,
or
you know what I
Killer
mean?
Queen.
Exactly.
or-
So you go for. He kind
Pressure,
of didn't
or,
like,
like-
Well-
just go for the poppy ones. He
It
went
also-
for ones that I guess thought he
it
thought
works
worked and
much
stuff
better
like that.
here as well, because like it's not like they're just playing music. It's under the guise of like, oh, we're in his head and his headphones kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like it's the score, but like it's in the movie as well,
It's
kind
the
of.
score, it's
Yeah.
the score of your life.
Yeah.
Like, everyone has those songs where like they're just walking down the street and it's just like if
Yeah.
the score could like if a song could play right now while I'm walking down the street and explain my life.
Do you guys have a
It'd be
go-to for
this.
that?
God, I have so many.
Really? I can't think of when I was younger, like in fucking middle school on the bus, I'd put on like a sad song and like just stare out the window like, and pretend I'm in a music video.
You do the fucking
believe
8
that,
Mile like
Yo,
Eminem
for-
stare out the bus window and
He's
shit.
just-
Yeah, exactly.
He's just looking out the window with the rain falling. He's just
Exactly. The raindrops go down.
B
Then
rabbit.
your head's like, this is so perfect right now.
Touching the
I can't
glass.
believe
I
it.
feel like I'm in a music video.
I am a star.
I didn't have a lot of friends.
Oh, I've noticed.
Oh man, when I discovered Machine Gun Kelly, like that was the soundtrack of my life. And then of course like Eminem's Recovery album for
True.
a while that was the soundtrack of my life. Like I was
Yeah.
just rolling through the streets like just bumping that.
I was really into in, like middle school, high school. I got into Breaking Benjamin like really hard. that was my like walk-in music.
When it wasn't sadness on the bus, it was just breaking shit in your room and like
Yeah.
listening like
Yeah, man,
being in
because
the dark
I
corner.
wanted everyone to know that I'm edgy and cool, and I listened to Metallica.
I listened to Metallica, but I didn't have to tell everyone about
I
it.
listened to
did you have a-
Metallica through other bands.
Did you have a Metallica shirt?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, me too, dude.
I did have band shirts. Like I wore like Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd
Yeah.
and some Metallica shirts and stuff.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Got to show people you have good taste in music.
What happened to all those shirts?
I mean,
I mean, they don't.
yeah,
they
I
don't
joined the
fit,
Navy and just
like-
stuck with that.
Yeah, true.
I went through a phase where I was pretty emo with my friends, and we just
Yeah.
like listened to music on the porch. And it was all like the same emo shit that was
Yep.
coming out, like Green Day and shit.
Yeah, all that pop punk shit, like Sum 41,
Yeah.
Yellow Card, and all that bullshit.
Oh, absolutely.
Good times.
Yeah.
My
I discovered.
friend, it's funny. My friend actually made a nostalgia album, like a nostalgia playlist on Spotify.
Yeah.
and she shared it with like everyone we listened to back in high school, and it's
Yeah.
all those songs, like all those bands you just
Yeah.
mentioned.
Also, didn't own a shirt, still don't own a shirt, but I discovered Rammstein in high school too, so that was fun.
Oh, true. Oh, you should have gotten a Rammstein shirt.
I still don't own one because I wouldn't wear it.
You would have been that guy.
Yeah.
Secret
Kinda didn't want to be that guy.
Secret Santa out there for Casey guys.
No, I mean, and if you do it, like I'm gonna say thanks and probably put it on my
Man,
shelf
I'm-
at home and never wear it because
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't wear band shirts anymore. Like I don't.
Uh,
They're still there. I just don't wear.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So let's get into some topics here. We talked about Overwatch already. We don't need to go more about that.
Yeah, unless you want to.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of topics. and I-
Mercy dead, yay or nay?
I didn't try her yet. I like it in concept, but she looks just fucking stupid when she slows down.
Just like
It looks like it's a bug almost. Okay. So did you guys check out that Deadpool 2 teaser?
I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so good. It's everything
Yeah.
I want.
It's so
It's a
good.
good idea. It really
I-
is.
I watched it first, and I didn't realize until after they called it like wet on wet or something.
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Which is
My
pretty
Betty
good.
White.
Yeah, man, I'm
Yeah.
pretty excited for that. Did it? I should probably know this. Did it give a release date? Is it gonna be February again? Are
I
they
mean,
trying to do
February
it?
would make sense,
They
wouldn't it?
they
Actually,
did.
no, because Gambit comes out on Valentine's Day.
Is there actually
Oh.
a Gambit movie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with Channing Tatum.
I know it is, but is it greenlit? Because
No,
been
it's
on the
coming out on Valentine's Day.
It's been on the shelf for a while.
No, like it's
They gave the release date. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I still don't know how I feel. I need to wait for
because
a trailer.
I remember when I heard, I was like, oh wow, Fox is just gonna release all their mutant movies like around Valentine's Day, and they're gonna all be like promoted as rom-coms again, like
Yeah.
Deadpool.
No, I mean, they know it's the one thing sold, so now everything will
Yeah,
sell.
because that's why
Clearly.
Deadpool sold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's why I did.
I just they can't mess up Gambit.
I know. Gambit's great, man.
Look, I'm Cajun, so we never had a superhero. Okay, okay. So growing up, it was two things for me. It was black superheroes, and then people from Louisiana representing in a good light. So like, you gotta understand when I saw the OG, not Justice Friends, but the OG Justice League. They came on Cartoon Network.
With Jon
the
Stewart.
cartoon.
Yeah, and exactly when I saw Jon Stewart, I was like, my man, we got a major league superhero. Like nothing against Static Shock or Black Lightning or anything like that.
Static Shock's a step below.
Well,
No,
Static Shock
no.
is
On,
he's not
on the tier list, I mean.
Well,
He's not a main hero.
No,
Yeah.
so
It's not easy.
it was after Justice League that like they made DC bought Vertigo, and they
was
bought,
Static Shock after Justice League?
They DC
Yeah.
bought.
Okay, I
they,
didn't know that.
DC bought them.
I don't
So
know,
like
I was like
DC got
6.
absorbed, like Static Shock got absorbed into the DC universe. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, that's why in the later series stuff like that, like you saw Superman and Batman and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and all stuff like that. So I was like, all right, but Static Shock was cool. So I was like, all right, cool, yeah. And then we had Black Lightning, which was in Justice Friends with his little fucking leotard, and I was just like, oh, man, we can't come back from this. Hey, but when I saw Jon Stewart bust up, and I was like, my man, we got a black Green Lantern. We got someone who's major. Like, yo, everything went out the window for me. So that was like a major step up for me as a black man and as a black geek. I want to say.
Yeah.
But like, Gambit is like our only one. He's it. Like,
Yeah, there's not a lot of Louisiana superheroes.
no. So like,
You can't understand them.
Who got him?
Not because he's black from Louisiana.
look.
Actually, I didn't even realize. It's probably going to be Channing Tatum trying to do that accent for the whole movie.
Nah, he's probably not gonna do the accent. I
You don't think
guarantee he's
so?
not.
No, I
They
doubt
didn't.
it.
The last dude didn't do it when they did it for Wolverine Origins. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
they're
but
not
no,
gonna
he
make Channing
didn't.
Tatum do it.
That wasn't good, though.
Look,
I didn't say it was.
I just want
We
to
know
do.
it's Gambit's gonna be good either.
That's fair.
Like,
It has to be.
I was hoping because Gambit's one of my favorites.
Gambit's great, man. I fucking loved X-Men growing up.
See, I don't know much about the X-Men, so like
He throws cards, they blow up. That's
Yeah.
badass.
I've
Yeah,
heard that.
It's pretty sweet. He was my main character in X-Men Rise of Apocalypse or X-Men Legends. That's what it is.
That was a fighting game, right?
No, that was like the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games. It's
Oh,
top
yeah,
down,
yeah,
beat 'em up.
yeah, yeah.
That was my fucking shit on the GameCube.
Nah,
Why didn't you just play Ultimate Alliance?
Because it wasn't out yet.
sure.
I played Ultimate Alliance too.
That's fair.
No, Gambit is actually more OP than people give him credit for.
Yeah.
Throws explosives.
Well, so no, his power is actually to release kinetic energy.
Yeah, he's
So, does
like-
he? So he stores potential energy?
Yes.
and-
it's like
okay.
light
So he can-
telekinesis.
No,
No,
light
No.
telekinesis.
No,
no.
That doesn't make much sense.
no. So he
no, not
has-
not light as in light. Like light as in like a little bit.
Oh.
So he can make anything explosive. So like
Okay.
the world is pretty much his bomb. It's like he
Yeah.
can touch.
Alright.
He just chooses playing cards because like that was his one thing growing up, and so that's how he used to hustle because he's part of something
man.
called the Thieves Guild in Louisiana,
Yeah.
and so like that's how that was the thing that he used to trick Marks was card tricks and playing 3-card Monty on Bourbon Street. So like that's his thing. It's just cards.
You even know what game he played.
Yeah.
That was his only superhero, Luke. Did you not hear the whole spiel? Jesus.
Are there any
Long
like
time.
are there any famous like Jewish superheroes?
I feel like there is.
Dude, I'm gonna search.
The guy who produced
Dude, go for it.
the guy who produced all the movies.
Got
Got
him.
that one out there.
Well, no. So like, I feel like that's a major thing. Like now is cultures finding their superhero because
Yeah.
when the hurricane
Especially now.
when Hurricane Maria happened, like I didn't realize that there was like a Captain Marvel type superhero for Puerto Rico. I think she's actually called Captain Puerto Rico or something like that.
Okay.
Okay,
And
yeah.
so like she's major. Like she popped up again when the hurricane came around. And like I went to a couple comic book shops and stuff like that, and I saw her comics out, and they were just flying off the shelves. So
Okay, so do we want a high
So-
high
so-
level
someone I might have heard
hero
of.
who's Jewish? The Thing.
The
Ben
thing's-
Grimm.
Who is
He's
the-
Jewish.
Thing-
The
the
Thing
Thing
from
is-
Fantastic Four.
Oh, the thing.
Fucking rock
I was
guy.
thinking of fucking John Carpenter.
The fucking
I can
Jew
kinda-
alien.
I
Like,
can kind of see that. Yeah, the thing from the thing is Jewish.
He can be anything you want. And he chose Jewish.
I can see the thing being Fantastic Four being Jewish.
yeah, I can see it too.
there's a few. There's quite a few other ones. Some
Hell
are
yeah.
like half Jewish.
Run off like a
The,
top
the
five.
thing that's
Oh,
that's our
Magneto's
guy.
Jewish.
Oh, I was just gonna say Magneto.
Is Magneto Jewish?
Scarlet
Yeah, his
Witch,
mom
and
was in the
Quicksilver.
Holocaust.
You're right. He was in the
That's in the-
fucking concentration
Yeah.
camp. Nah,
We're
Maybe
all
they're the gay
idiots
or
for forgetting that
Egyptian.
one.
He's a villain though.
To be fair, everyone
he's
forgot that
majorly.
first movie.
Fair.
After-
That's fair.
I
He said-
tried
yeah.
to.
He said hero, so that's fair.
There's like 2 or 3 X-Men movies.
Well, there
worth
you go. Scarlet
remembering.
Witch and Quicksilver become Avengers,
Oh yeah, and they're clearly Jewish.
and they're
descended from
Jewish because they're Magneto's children.
That's actually false. So Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch are not actually Magneto's kids.
Never mind, Luke. You just had Magneto.
Wait,
They're-
I knew Scarlet Witch is not. Is Quicksilver not?
No, it's
Okay.
it's actually false.
Well,
They're
what's-
actually gypsies.
Ah.
But like Magneto's daughter is actually Polaris, who is in the new show The Gifted on Fox.
Nice. Did you watch any of that?
Yeah, I have.
Is it
I'm-
good?
It's-
It doesn't look very good.
It's kind of like average-ish.
Okay.
So like it's a decent like superhero
It's
movie.
like a CW show.
Whoa.
Well-
I kind of like the CW shows. Watch yourself there.
Which ones?
Flash and Arrow.
Arrow first season. Everything else after that was garbage.
Ooh.
Especially the Flash, and I'm a Flash fan.
I've heard the Flash. I've heard the Flash is like the only good one they have.
That's what everyone says.
apparently
I
Flash
watch
pretty
it. I'm
good.
like, man, I
heard
would
parts of it
not.
were good.
I would
They're-
much rather not be watching this.
Look, I don't watch them for perfection. I just watch them because I'm a super.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's a fair point.
Because I've had
Way to
this-
dodge the fight.
No. I've actually
Disappoint the audience. Like
I've
Jordan's in here
actually
for me.
had
I
this.
gotta find someone.
So it was actually Jordan who turned me on to that. So like I watch them week by week when they come out, but like he waits for them on Netflix.
Yeah.
And so he's like, he's like,
Yeah, so he can skip through the stuff he doesn't care about.
exactly. And so he's like, he's like, they're not great shows. He's like, watching them back to back, you see all the flaws in them. And I
True.
agree because like I've gone back and tried to watch a season or something of a show on Netflix, and I just can't do it. So I skip around a lot. So they're not perfect. I'll give you that 100%. But like, I watch them for the fact that like, look, I've been waiting for a lot of these superheroes, especially
Yeah.
the Flash. Like, the Flash should have had a show or a movie ages ago, just like Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
So like, I watch it for that. But like, are there problems? 100%. But I don't watch them for problems. I'll take those
Yeah.
over Gotham any day.
All right.
Fair point.
I've heard nothing good about.
I haven't even
Gotham.
given Gotham a chance.
Gotham's like the bottom tier of all the.
Yeah.
Superhero
But for
shows.
some reason, it
Like
has like the
hearing.
hugest following.
Does it?
It does.
I mean, it's still
it
on.
does. I don't know why.
It's on like season 4.
People like
season
bad things.
four?
It's people who don't understand like why that's bad.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's
Why
made
the
for like general audience. Blah blah blah.
I mean, to be fair, like, isn't like Big Bang Theory like #1 movie, like money or some shit?
Big. Yeah. I think there was a certain point they were making almost $1 million per episode. Like
No, they
per,
still
per
make
cast
$1
certain
member.
million.
point.
3 of the cast
Yeah.
You
members
realize
make
that
$1
the
show
million
was
still.
horrible.
The top 3, Kaylee Cuoco and the other two
Jim
guys,
Parsons
Jim
and-
Parsons and the other guy.
I don't remember his name.
They're making like $1.2 million
Yeah,
per episode.
Like per episode.
And everyone else is making about like 700,000 or
Yeah.
like almost $1 million
It's insane.
per episode. Yeah, but it's almost over though. And then
Yeah.
like
well,
it
because
had the
we got
spinoff.
Young Sheldon now.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Is that out? Is that area?
It's
I think
out.
it
I
has
haven't
to
seen
have,
it.
right?
Oh, I gotta watch a little bit on
That's
it.
gotta be horrible.
I watched.
I just gotta see it.
I'd rather watch the fucking that show or movie that they were making about the dude who draws dicks.
Dude, I watched
Oh,
that. Did
yeah,
you watch
the
it?
documentary?
Yeah, the documentary. Yeah.
American Vandal.
Yeah, I'd rather watch that.
Dude, it's
I'd rather
pretty-
watch a bunch of dicks.
It's pretty okay, honestly.
Man, I thought it would be.
It's the format is the biggest joke. Some of the actual written jokes fall flat, but then there's other bits that are pretty good.
So that's about a guy who draws dicks on cars in high school parking lots, right?
Yes, but it's
in the mockumentary
Well, he's
style.
he's getting accused for it, and he's saying he's innocent.
yeah, it's like
Okay.
two like AV Club TV production kids just like become the news guys and interview all the students.
No, they follow the great format because like Making a Murderer and like
It's
the
Making a
Keepers
Murderer,
and all
exactly.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
They came out on Netflix and then like they blew up. Like Making a Murderer blew up.
Yeah.
And so they were just like, yo, let's capitalize on this and let's make a mockumentary.
Yeah, the biggest thing on
a great
that
idea.
It's biggest thing on that is it's way too long.
Yeah. I mean, it
Like
sounds
it's
it.
8 episodes, about a half hour each.
Oh, okay, that's
Some of them
a
are
little
pushing
much.
40 minutes.
That's a little much.
Yeah, I thought it was just a movie. It's 8 episodes. It's a miniseries.
Oh,
See,
it
that
kinda
would
kills
they
it for
should
me.
have
The-
just made that one documentary.
Exactly,
Like,
because
they-
the biggest problem is the joke only runs for so long.
yeah, like I
like
can tell
I-
right now it's a
yeah.
problem.
I've seen the first 4, and I might finish it. I don't know if I will, honestly.
You know what might have made it work if every episode was about a different Dick Vandal, because like
Yeah.
there was this one guy who a while back was drawing penises around like potholes to try so that the city would have to come out and deal with it. Because they
Yeah.
can't just let dicks be on fucking the sidewalk. They got to clean that, so they just come out and deal with it. So they could have done more stuff about like
Yeah.
creative penis
Or
vandal
I'll-
ideas.
And
I-
it's different dick vandals. It's different styles of dicks. Like
No.
Yeah.
every.
Well, there's
No. I'm saying like for cases idea,
Okay,
like
yeah.
there's hairy dicks.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
there's-
well, to
And then there's like a whole thing like there's two different styles of dicks coming up. So
There-
it's like, what do we do? Who there's there two
that,
culprits?
that's actually
What's going on?
there is a bit similar to that in the show. Well, I can just spoil it real quick. It's in the first episode. It's
Probably not wanna watch
so
it.
there's this kid whose name I don't remember, but it's the kid from the trailer. Also, the kid who's like the culprit is so fucking stupid. He's so good at playing this dumb asshole. It's pretty good.
Nice.
But he was known around the school for like drawing dicks on whiteboards all the time.
yeah.
And then
That
there
sounds
was
incriminating.
a vandal. They hacked out the security cameras, spray painted dicks on every car in the parking lot while the camera was out, and everyone assumed it was him because like yeah, he's the only guy drawing dicks.
Yeah,
But then
it's-
they look at the dicks on the car and then they start analyzing the dicks on the whiteboard, and the detective's like, wait a minute, look at that, look closely. What? Look at what? Ball hairs.
Oh yeah, I remember that from the trailer.
It's
yeah.
like it can't be him. There's ball. He wouldn't just forget the ball hairs. Someone's framing him. It's so dumb. There's some good bits in there.
That's what I mean. Like if every episode was like a different type of Dick Vandal, where it's like now they're drawing dicks on this now,
Yeah,
so it's
'cause
like
it-
in different cities.
it's
Like
the-
we're covering
the-
this guy.
Pretty much the show is this kid's being wrongfully accused of drawing the dicks, and it's
Yeah.
just trying to figure out why.
yeah.
It's not bad. I think it's worth a watch. I don't think you need to watch the whole thing. I'm probably never gonna finish it.
I really didn't expect us to talk this much about it when I brought it up.
Well,
there's
I
a
thought it was
deeper
just
pool-
dumb enough for me to enjoy.
That's fair.
There's a deeper pool
I think I'm gonna watch
of
at least the
material to
end.
talk about with the subject matter that
Yeah.
we thought. Like that's all I've learned from this.
I mean, to be fair, I'd rather watch that than Gotham. To go back to your point,
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
but to get back on DC, did you guys hear about the new Injustice shit?
No.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
So
it's oh my god.
Okay.
all right.
Okay, so you guys didn't hear
I have
about
to
it.
show you the trailer. I
Yeah,
have to show you guys the trailer.
You guys gotta watch it
If
afterwards.
what if I don't know.
I
Let's
can't.
see.
Okay, so we can't talk about this until you see the trailer. So
Okay.
I'll just pull it up. You guys skip something else. Okay, look, for anybody who's listening, the trailer is worth the discussion. You can't
It kind
jump
of
into
is.
the discussion without watching the
All right,
trailer.
let's
You can cut around this.
yeah.
You're doing some editing this time.
I'll
around,
just
Luke.
let it roll, and we can do live reaction, I guess.
Yeah, I'll pull it up though, because
Okay.
that
Yeah,
whole
fuck it.
that fucked
It's
up my
I
whole,
mean it's a good trailer.
that
I
fucked
can't
my
lie.
whole day up.
What trailers? What
There was a new character announced for Injustice 2.
Yeah, which
So,
character? Like,
Okay,
Well, he'll
it's
show
not
you.
gonna take me long to pull it up.
Yeah,
So to set it up,
I'll cut around.
you guys know what Injustice is.
Yeah,
Okay.
the fighting game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the fighting game with DC characters and stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
every month they have DLCs called fighter packs.
Yeah.
All right.
And so
Like the
there's-
last one was Hellboy, I think.
Hellboy,
the
yeah.
first
Yeah.
one.
So they do three characters.
Which is also ridiculous.
and so the first I disagree with you.
not as ridiculous, but
So they do 3 characters, and the first one, it's usually like people who you've been dying to see in a fighting game or something like that for a while. And so the first one they did like Starfire and Red Hood,
Right.
and then like I think
Black
it
Mesa,
was
Hellboy came out.
I think it was Sub-Zero was in it. So
Yeah.
because
Oh,
they got the
NetherRealm
right-
makes it.
'cause,
They got
yeah,
Mortal
okay.
Kombat.
I think Scorpion was in Injustice 1.
Yes.
So it had Sub-Zero for 2.
So the second one was Black Manta.
Yeah, Black Manta's cool.
Raiden, and then the third reveal was Hellboy, and everyone lost their shit.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the
remember
trailer for that one.
Yeah.
And,
so
Yeah.
I thought
He lit a cigar
everyone was
with a
pretty
rocket.
cool.
Yeah, he comes
So
out
to
with a
kind of
cigar.
spoil it, because I'm just gonna get to the reveal. The third one is the Atom and Enchantress, because of course, like
Okay.
the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
So check this shit out for the third
Right.
one.
If you haven't seen it, just like watch it now.
Fuck yeah.
We fight as a team, Mikey. Fine.
It's the Ninja Turtles.
You totally fucking ruined it, because I was gonna stop it and be like, there's so many people like, oh, NetherRealm did it. Is it gonna be Melina? And then someone was like, oh, it's gonna be, because the part of the reveal is like, or leading up to it is like, everyone's like, oh, I want this person. So like, DC is doing a thing in the comics now where they're teaming up with the Watchmen. Like the Watchmen are absorbing the DC.
Yo, what?
Yeah. Yeah. They've been
We'll
doing
get
that
to
for a
that in a
while.
second.
I mean, they've done
That's-
some animated movie stuff together.
That's cool.
So they wanted like Rorschach in it.
Fuck
and
yeah.
so like Starfire is in it, so they wanted like Beast Boy or something like that. So when the side dropped, so there's these people that they want in the game, and so like all those people are just out of it. Like there was even a rumor for a time that someone started like the guy from Shadow of Mordor was gonna be in it.
Oh, God.
Like people just want like
Fuck
these
random
characters.
shit.
No,
Yeah.
fuck that.
all I'm
like
saying
when
is-
when the side dropped, the reaction videos are amazing because everyone's like, "What?" and they're like, "Oh, it's Melina." And then like when they see it, people just lose their shit.
I mean, it's like the last thing you could have guessed for the
Yeah.
fucking put in.
All I'm saying is, from now on, anything's possible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I watched that, and I was just like, "What? Why?"
Ridiculous.
And I kept showing it to people. I was like, "What do you think about this?" Because I still don't know how to fucking feel about it. And people
don't
are just
know.
excited.
I
You know
think
what's
it's
interesting to me about this? I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
They said in the trailer, "No, Mikey, we fight as a team." Does this mean it's not 4 characters, but one
So,
character that cycles out?
I was
That's what
asking
it's
about
looking
that
like.
in class today. I think it's one character. I don't know how it's gonna play, but I believe it's the 4 of them are one character.
That's what people are thinking. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you
because
tag in or some shit.
They've started
Like
the-
Marvel vs. Capcom style, maybe.
Well,
Yeah.
they've started the new thing ever since the last Mortal Kombat came out, Mortal Kombat X.
Yeah.
Where like they have variations, and so in Injustice they have like different like gear to make them more powerful. And
Oh,
stuff
maybe
and
it's
stuff
like a
that.
skin.
So like, well, not a skin. Like
maybe it's like pick your turtle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
kinda.
okay. Yeah, you just pick one up. That could be cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they all have different fighting styles, kind of.
Yeah,
Different
definitely.
weaponry.
Yeah.
So I just don't know how to feel about it. Still.
I think it's just ridiculous enough that I'm kind of on board.
No, I fucking totally love it.
It's so dumb.
It's
but,
a great
like,
idea.
Like the Ninja Turtles aren't
They
doing anything
fight.
else right now.
They
yeah.
fight. Like what?
Well,
else?
so I guess
I could be fucking Michelangelo and fight Batman. It's a
so,
dream come true.
So it's funny you bring that up because that's how
dream,
kind of
man.
the idea I guess came around. Because back in the '80s, there was a whole bunch of stuff like DC was just having a whole bunch of crazy shit just going on, and so there's actually a comic book series where Batman meets the Ninja Turtles.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess that's where they kind of got the idea
Look, the
from.
Ninja Turtles pop up in a lot of shit. They were in an episode of Power Rangers, like,
Well, that makes a little more sense.
but
to
they just
me.
pop up in shit. Is what I'm
Yeah.
getting at.
Yeah.
Like, they just pop up in things sometimes.
Yeah.
So like I guess that's where it came from. But like it's yeah. I just don't
At,
know.
at least they went with like the TV design instead of the fucking movie design.
Yeah. I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Oh, like the new movie.
Yeah, the new ones, yeah.
They might have a
No,
skins for
th-
them
they,
like
they
that.
should do the.
I definitely don't want
They
it,
should release
but-
a skin from like the old ones. Where you can see the dude's face in the costume.
Oh no, they're definitely gonna probably do like different skins for different eras and shit.
that could be
Oh,
kind of
dude,
cool.
the
actually.
samurai turtles and shit.
Yeah,
That'd be
man.
dope.
Oh fuck yeah! Or like the
But isn't
steampunk
that-
turtles.
Isn't it like in the third movie where they go back
Yeah.
to samurai era and like all I legitimately remember from that is that like one of them invents pizza, but like can't eat it
Yeah.
just like that.
Yeah, I remember that
So I
shit.
really remember
They get the swordsmith, the guy who makes the katanas in the entire village to make pizza.
Oh my fucking god!
Yeah.
Have I not heard of this?
How? Oh my god.
I don't know how you of all
So,
people haven't seen this.
in
but I
that in
love
that
Ninja Turtles.
timeline, the Ninja Turtles created pizza.
Yeah.
So
pretty
they get
much.
sent back
Fucking
in
insane.
time because of some mythical
Yeah, Turtles in
object.
Time.
and
Yeah.
Japan clearly.
And so
Yeah.
like
Of course.
they're just there and like yeah, they make pizza. But it's like
I'm not surprised.
yeah.
It's because Splinter's Japanese.
Well, I mean, they're the Ninja Turtles. Like, come
Yeah,
on,
and that too.
they got to go to
True.
Ninja Land.
Yeah, it's the homeland.
It's the motherland.
It's where they're from. I don't know. What to tell you.
No, they're from the fucking sewers. Right?
No,
New
the
York.
ninjas got fucking.
New York, the motherland. Yeah.
Fuck. Right, but yeah, I just wanted to talk about the Ninja Turtles thing.
No, there's a lot of good shit going on in comics right now. Like
Yeah.
that kind of I think that's linked to it. But like have you ever heard the DC metal thing that's going on right now?
No, I don't know what that is.
Okay.
I'm not super up to date on comics.
So I guess since I'm your guest, that's what I bring to the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, but be the comic
Yeah,
guy.
bring it.
So DC Metal is this event that's going on in DC right now where
Washington D.C.
no. Shut up. Batman is they've been leading up to this for a while, but there's different evil Batman.
Okay.
And the evil Batman are
Batman.
based on they're called the Dark Knights and they're from like a negative multiverse.
Oh,
So they're based on like the other
Oh, is that
version
that?
of the Justice League.
Yeah, because I remember they did. That was a thing for a little bit, right? Where like they had the where like they went through a wormhole and everything was reversed. Like Lex Luthor was a good guy who was head of like the Justice League, and Superman
So
was.
apparently in this, like this place is just totally messed up because it's like everything bad that could have happened in the original continuity is like all messed up in this. So just to give you an example, so they have like different incarnations of Batman as different Justice League members. So one of them
Okay.
is called the Red Death, and he's the Flash. So it's like if Batman got the Speed Force.
oh, okay.
So how he gets it
That's
is-
weird. That's
so-
a weird idea.
So it's the idea is it's like okay, so because they have the one shots which show you how they all got their powers. Like Batman got each of those powers. So Batman, long story short, hunts down the Flash and ties him to the Cosmic Treadmill, which is Flash's thing to travel back in time.
Okay.
And he straps him to the hood of his car and drives him into the Speed Force and steals his fucking powers and kills the
Holy
Flash.
shit.
Yeah.
It's fucking badass. I can see why it's called DC Metal.
Yeah. So there's different incarnations of that. Like there's a Batman who's Aquaman called the
So it's a league of different Batman universes where they all stole the power from different Justice League.
Or they're
person,
just
and-
different characters and stuff like that. Yeah. Their leader is actually the Batman who laughs, which is the Batman who
The Joker
is the
Batman.
Joker.
Yeah.
And he is like the most metal of all. Cause like he gets infected. His one shot came out today or yesterday. His one shot is like so Batman finally kills the Joker. And I'm not gonna go into how, but like
Yeah,
he kills the Joker and he gets infected by bat gas. And so like he gets all of his kids together and he's just like they're like, yeah, man, I'm changing. He's like, oh, they're like, no, man, we can stop it, Batman, we can stop it. And he's like, yeah, I know you guys can stop it. That's why I lured you here to kill you. And he fucking takes a Tommy gun out and shoots them all in the Batcave.
God. All right.
Real shit.
Oh
Of course, the
God.
Tommy gun.
Well, yeah, it's the Joker.
Yeah.
And then he just so he's the Batman who laughs. So like he's like dressed in black and has a huge smile on his face. But he carries around on a leash 2 little infected Robins.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm totally hooked on it.
That's some wild shit.
Yeah.
The Batman multiverse.
Yeah, so apparently the newest thing that happened is like the Batman who laughs is like, yeah, you thought I was the worst one. There's more, and apparently there's like these same different incarnations of Justice League heroes that are evil. So like there's an evil Superman Doomsday hybrid.
Oh fuck.
And like they're all coming to like the main Earth to like fight with them. So it's like it's just
That's ridiculous.
it is, but like
I kind of like it though.
yeah. Oh no.
I mean, there's really nowhere left to go except for ridiculous. Like they've explored.
I mean, yeah, it's-
they've been exploring plot lines since the fucking 40s. Like,
Yeah, earlier even.
yeah, that's where the whole like Watchmen thing came from. Cause like
So does Batman? Are the Watchmen part of this Batman DC metal thing at all?
so the Watchmen is actually part of the new continuity for
Okay.
Rebirth, where
they're trying to bring them back into the canon, I guess.
so DC bought the Watchmen.
Oh, cool.
So they bought them. So there's this whole thing going around where like there's this person watching them and like across the different issues of like Superman and all kind of shit like that. And so at first how it starts is Batman finds the button from the Watchmen with the smiley face on it.
Yeah.
And he's
Blood
like,
spot.
what the fuck is this? And so like they've been dancing around it for a bit, and there's this person who's watching this Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah.
So like Dr. Manhattan, there's a theory out there that Dr. Manhattan and Superman are gonna fight, and it'd be like the best thing ever if it happens.
Yeah. No, if anything,
Oh my
Batman's
God.
gonna run over Dr. Manhattan through a cosmic treadmill, and he's gonna come Dr. Manbattan.
That would be the greatest thing ever.
So you know what's weird to think about?
Yeah.
So now that DC owns the Watchmen,
I was gonna go off on
and
that,
Zack
yeah.
Snyder is the director for both of those now.
Yeah.
Are the movies gonna intersect at some
Man,
point too? in the
I
future?
hope the DC film universe doesn't touch Watchmen.
It depends on how well Justice League does, which
Yeah.
Spoilers.
doesn't look good.
Not doing so good so far.
I'm not
It's
surprised.
50-50.
Yeah.
It's I read that people think that like,
I-
of course, again, Wonder Woman saves it.
Yeah, dude, I'm in it
Not
for
enough,
fucking
I don't
Aquaman,
think.
dude. I want to see fucking
I
Jason
don't-
Momoa
I don't
surf
know
some
about
people.
Aquaman. Like that's the thing. I'm worried he's gonna be cool for like 10 minutes of a 2.5-hour movie.
I mean, there's gonna be like a cool half hour in that movie. From
Yeah.
what I've seen, I've been looking at some reviews a little bit. Some people are saying like it's really bad. Some people are saying like it's bad but better than BVS, and then there's some people are saying
It's
like
hard to do
like
worse.
it's good, like it's solid.
Majority
I don't
of
think
what
anyone-
I've heard is bad, but better
No
than
one's
BBS,
saying it's
yeah.
amazing, but people are being like, yeah, it's a step in the right direction.
If it's
at
better than
least.
BBS, like I'm curious to see it.
It sounds like it's a step in the right direction.
And
I mean,
also Wonder
I gotta
Woman
see
was.
it for myself.
And honestly, that's where I think that they'll get you. Because like you
Yeah.
just said, if it's better than BVS, it's good.
Yeah.
So in their books, that's a win. And like
Exactly.
everyone's book, that's a win.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be trash, and I'm still gonna see it just because I like to be a part of the conversation.
Yeah,
Well,
true.
I mean, that's the entire reason I saw Suicide Squad in theaters was to buy into the shit talking rights of it.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I thought it was worth it because I talked shit about the movie a lot.
Yeah.
There was many conversations I got to be a part of.
I think it's all right.
Yeah, if only on the podcast back then.
Keeping with the
The editing
DC
just killed me,
stuff,
man.
I know. Let's just keep on the DC train.
did you guys hear about Shazam?
I heard that's being made, but that's about it.
I heard.
No,
a
it's
little bit
he's
about
casted.
He's gonna
Oh.
be
Yeah.
in the new
because Black Adam is gonna be in Suicide Squad
Yeah.
too.
So there's that
And
that news, and then before that news came out, they announced who's gonna be playing Shazam.
Oh, yeah, I
What
remember.
Shazam
Is it anyone noteworthy?
Zachary Levi.
Fuck, where do I know him from?
You know him from Chuck.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
He's Chuck. He's
I
also
haven't seen Chuck.
the voice of Flynn Rider from Tangled.
I've seen like 2 episodes of
I
Chuck,
haven't
so
seen
it's fine.
Tangled.
That's kind of all I got on him.
I don't think I know
Yeah.
who this guy.
Yeah,
is.
dude. That I was kind of like, again. So I can't say anything because a lot of people who they casted in superhero movies, I'm just like, what?
There's some interesting
Yeah.
casting. I still want to see
just
Ezra,
wanna
whatever
do
his
it.
name is, as the Flash. I think is a weird
Ezra Miller?
decision. Ezra
Yeah.
Miller.
Yeah.
I want to see how he is.
I don't think he's gonna be the problem. Those movies, it's writing.
I mean,
that
it's the writing's the problem. The casting's been like fine. Like Ben
Yeah.
Affleck's great.
I like Ben Affleck.
Jordan hates Henry Cavill, but I think he's okay.
Yeah, I think he's
He's
fine
alright.
for Superman.
Like,
Superman's
he's
kind
fine.
of a dry character anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's by the book.
Dude,
kinda.
fucking Superman's gonna come back too.
Yeah, of course.
There was a.
Who didn't know that though? Like
Yeah.
who didn't know? That?
I did get spoiled online. I won't say it, but there's a couple cameos as well for some other characters in
Oh.
Justice League.
Green Lantern.
Well, spoilers, but yeah.
I mean, who doesn't know
it's
that?
online.
Like,
They can't like you can't have him.
Well,
I
I
just
mean,
don't
yeah.
know who it is at this point.
yeah.
Who's gonna be?
who,
Green
who,
Lantern?
I don't know. Yeah, who the actor's gonna be?
Yeah.
The thing is, like, who else would it be, right? Like,
I
is
mean,
it really
yeah.
a spoiler? if
So,
it's like,
Obviously,
you
you'd
know.
bring Ryan Reynolds back.
No, please no.
Oh, can he be Deadpool too?
I
He
think
played
it's
both
actually
characters.
this is just my speculation, but I had an inside source who kind of like spoiled the whole thing for me. It might be Army Hammer, but I'm not sure.
Oh, I would kind of love that.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know someone who's kind of connected to the movie.
Do you know if they're doing are they doing Hal Jordan? Are they doing?
Oh, it's Hal
Counselor?
Jordan.
Okay.
Look, as I said before, we had this one win.
Yeah, if they're not casting a black dude, it's gonna be Hal Jordan because
Yeah.
they're not gonna
No,
do
they-
Guy Gardner. They're
They
not gonna
they
do
already have Cyborg. They don't need
Kyle
another one.
Rayner. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
They got
and
their
when
token black guy.
Cyborg was our second one. When he made it to fucking Justice League, then we made it again.
Yeah.
but that was it because they.
All
had
I'm
to
saying
do,
is, right now DC has the opportunity to have two and beat Marvel.
That's true. That's
So
true.
they have a chance.
No, they got Black Panther coming.
That's why I said if they get two, they could beat Marvel. Because
No,
there's Nick
I-
Fury,
I-
but he's
I-
not a superhero.
Yeah, I guess War Machine doesn't really count that
Falcon.
much either.
Oh,
Falcon and War Machine together can make one.
You're right.
Just have a movie called Marvel's The Black Heroes.
Fuck what y'all talking about. All right, we never claimed Falcon.
That'd be all right though.
The black.
What
black,
you mean?
What you mean? What I mean?
Black in the movie. I don't know what to
The
tell
black community never claimed Falcon. all
Falcon's
right.
okay.
Look,
They got him though. Is the thing.
Everything's wrong with Falcon.
He's a little boring,
Look,
but like he's
bring
fine.
that shit back to like when Falcon was wearing. My man had the fucking chest meat out,
Yeah. Yeah.
and the fucking wings. All
No,
right?
the wings are great.
Dude, he looked like he just fucking got out of wrestling practice, put on some fucking wings, and went to fight crime.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, why not?
got out of wrestling practice. It looked like that was his character in the ring. And then like they made his power like, oh, I can talk to birds. Like,
And he
bitch,
can fly.
Like,
Yeah.
fucking
With
what?
the wings.
Yeah,
but to be fair,
it's
though,
more about the wings.
The update is a lot better.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like
they had to make
he
it.
completely makes sense and is actually kind of viable.
Yeah, definitely. But like, no, we never claimed Falcon.
Well, you guys got him, so like.
Sorry, I can't believe I actually hit that bug.
I know.
I was expecting to miss so fucking hard.
You guys got Storm too.
So yeah,
Strong
Storm's a
female
Yeah, I'm like.
and black. And
Yeah.
She's like
like-
light skin.
they put her on some bit. Don't you take Storm away?
Okay.
No, I was with that, and then they made Storm on some bitch shit.
Well, yeah.
What? Because they made her marry.
She had to be a contract
Black
or
Panther.
something, right?
Is
Yeah.
that what pissed you off?
Well, so
No,
after
she,
that, like,
she was just in a
never-
bunch of bad X-Men movies.
Well,
Were you sullied? Was she sullied before? then?
and an okay one.
they put her like but like they
Well, she
they
was
married her
Storm in
off
all
to
the X-Men
T'Challa,
movies, right?
and it was like she didn't really like she quit the X-Men and everything was over from that,
Yeah.
Which is all right, but like
I mean, in the end, though, she's a really strong mutant.
She's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's definitely not one of the weakest ones.
She's one of the most
Like-
powerful. Well, not maybe the most powerful. She's up there.
Yeah.
I kind of like how we just transitioned from DC to Marvel.
Yeah.
That's
Let's
easy.
just stay on
Yeah.
comics.
I mean,
all
that's called good conversation.
It's all the
like,
same shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Like
Well-
DC is just like slightly darker Marvel at this point.
Like,
Marvel
we're Marvel,
managed
but
to, like-
gritty.
Which is funny because Marvel
We don't
was
kill
always
people
dark to me.
still.
Yeah. Well, I guess I
Yeah.
mean more in the movie sense.
Well, yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, like to be fair, like Marvel has Deadpool and characters like that like just like almost murder indiscriminately. It's
Yeah.
like yeah.
Okay, look.
Fox is getting a little more in the murdery stuff.
Okay, look.
With
Y'all
the
don't
with the
understand.
X-Men stuff.
The darkest
Yeah.
Marvel superhero is Spider-Man.
You think so?
He's the most
Not the
emo-
darkest.
Well-
he's the most tortured.
He's the most emo fucking superhero.
He's the most
ever.
emo, but he's not the darkest.
Well, it,
got the
it
personal
depends which
struggles.
iteration, because like some Spider-Man iterations have been through some shit, like the fucking
Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 shit. Like that'll fuck you up.
Dude,
Yeah.
like regular Spider-Man, like the Amazing Spider-Man continuity, that's all that happened to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to be
pretty
and
much.
honestly, I feel like
everyone.
it might be a little cheating to say it because like it's just the entire character is just turned to 10, but like the Punisher's whole thing is just like bad, fucked up life, and now he's just straight murder everything.
Yeah.
But I feel like the point of that character was just turn everything to 10. So like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's cheating a
Yeah,
little
the,
bit.
the Punisher is meant to punish. Like,
Doesn't the Punisher come out tomorrow?
Yeah,
tomorrow?
That's
What?
right. It is tomorrow.
wait, what?
The Punisher's
Yeah, it
tomorrow.
comes out tomorrow
Yeah.
on
Fuck.
Netflix.
Yeah,
That's
I remember
right. I was
because
doing that this
Big
weekend.
news!
I know what we're talking about next week.
Yeah. So I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Just blew Luke's mind.
I'll
I'm
watch it
definitely
by
binging
then.
that.
yeah,
Damn.
you gotta have me back because
John Berthol's fucking great.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I remember it's going up against Justice League, so Justice League's come out tomorrow.
He's a
Yeah.
good Punisher.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, I have to see Thor and Justice League. I need to go to the movie.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I gotta catch up.
See, I took
Movie dates.
Yo, you want to see Thor this weekend?
Fuck yeah.
Do you want to see Thor this
I got a
week?
weekend off for once, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, let's fucking do it.
All right, yeah.
Matinee,
Have you
bro.
seen it yet, Chris?
No.
All right, fuck yeah.
If
Casey,
you
you,
guys see
you
it-
want to see it twice?
Are you seeing
Or
it
we
in
could just
IMAX?
go watch Justice League.
I don't know if I'd pay for the. Well, maybe.
'Cause I'm definitely not paying to see
Wait,
it in IMAX.
okay, look.
That's
Because
fair.
we could watch Justice League since we all haven't seen it.
Yeah, let's watch Justice League.
I'd be down for a movie this
Talk shit
weekend.
about that.
Jordan might be back, but if not, we can still do it regardless.
Yeah.
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 I mean, we're gonna have comic book stuff to talk about next week, and Chris is comic book guy now.
True. Honestly, yeah. I don't know shit about like the comic book world, so
It's all good.
we can bring that in.
Well, you were talking before. So before we started recording, you were talking about the other show that's not The Gifted,
Oh, the I saw the trailer for
Yeah,
that.
fucking-
The Runaways.
The
Runaways.
Oh, the
Yes.
Runaways. Yeah.
Is that what that is?
That's the Hulu one, right?
Yeah.
I didn't see that one.
I don't know. It looks very similar to The Gifted, but I really don't know what it's about.
I don't know anything about it, but the
Yeah.
premise is
Did
pretty
you
cool.
see any of it yet?
No. So it's not out yet. But I know
Oh,
the
I thought it was out.
I know the premise of it though. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. So, and the episode, like the first two episodes, are done really, I think, pretty creatively.
Okay.
So it's like these kids who are mutants, I'm guessing. Their family, like their parents, are all part of this secret society. And it turns out they're villains.
Ooh.
So they see their parents perform some kind of ritual where they kill a person, and they all like, "Yo, fuck this,"
Yeah.
and they just, of course, they run away. But
Yeah.
like the first episode is apparently from the kids' perspective, and finding out their parents are villains, and the second episode is from the parents' perspective.
Ooh, okay.
So I'm kind of interested in that
That's
aspect.
interesting.
Yeah,
See, Fox has been doing like some interesting concepts with the Marvel stuff. Like we were talking about New Mutants before the podcast.
Yeah.
It might be awful, but I at
That's-
least
the horror suspense one.
I at
saw a
least
trailer
like that
for
they're
it.
going for a different vibe. With
Also, speaking
Conceptually.
speaking of trailers using dumb, why would you use that cover songs?
Oh,
for,
did it use a slow cover
Yeah.
song?
You want to guess? Want to take guesses?
You know what I
I
do?
forgot what it
Take
was. but-
guesses.
For
This
New
way you
Mutants,
can
they're
check
doing
it.
like a horror suspense vibe.
No, I mean, I
Yeah.
forgot what the song
Yeah,
was.
the song.
I
Take
didn't see the
guesses.
trailer. I'll probably
Take
watch it
guesses.
afterwards.
Take guesses.
Horror suspense.
I don't think you're ever gonna get it because the connection is so dumb. But you'll
Oh,
understand
okay.
it.
Is it Sweet Dreams by the Eurythmics?
No.
that's a good guess though.
I'm pretty sure it's been used in a movie before.
It has,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because they had that Marilyn Manson cover
You
too
wanna go
for
again?
something. Was that for like fucking Max Payne or some shitty movie?
No, it was in Sucker Punch.
It's Sucker Punch.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they made that before that movie came out. Though.
Okay, I swear
think
that
I'm
cover
not
was for a
100%
movie.
Yeah.
But what is it, Casey?
Pink Floyd's Another Brick in the Wall Part 2.
Oh yeah.
I think I think
Why?
I remember now.
That's what I mean.
Did they use just the song or did they like slow it down
It's,
and
li-
remix
it's,
it?
slowed it
it's
down.
literally just the kids' chorus singing it, and then like
Oh, okay.
they didn't even keep like the,
that
they didn't
that's
keep
so
the instruments
that's
either.
so horror movie trailer.
Yeah, it's
just the kid choir.
yeah, it's so bad. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
Because like then there's all because like you're hearing it over like just like dumb things where it's like there's a kid who's like running through the halls in a dark building.
Yeah.
He gets into like the laundry room. And then, like, he's looking around, and he's looking at a shaking washing machine that's not turned on. And he's like, "Oh my God, what is this? I'm gonna go look at it." And then, like, a hand just hits it, and then, like, there's fire.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a lot of like, I don't
I mean,
remember like this.
it might be awful, but I like that they're at least trying some different
Yeah, because they do
different
it better.
vibes with these. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like with Runaways, it's an interesting storytelling one. I talk about this all the time, but I love that what they're doing with Legion, doing like this weird psychedelic vibe.
That's the one show I really want to see, but just
You need
keep
to.
forgetting to see it.
Yeah,
You
it's,
definitely should.
Because it's so
It's-
everything I hear
it's-
about it's so fucking out there and weird. It's like
It's hard
just
to
gonna be
watch.
good.
I think they took it off of Hulu, so you might have to do
I
some.
didn't watch it on
you might have to do
Hulu
some
anyways.
looking to
I
find it
don't have Hulu.
online.
All right,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
But
sure some of the
I'm
Ferris
sure it
websites I can go
exists. You just
to.
gotta look for
Especially a cinematography guy like you need to watch it.
it. Lighting for sure is very.
Lighting and cinematography in that is
Yeah.
fucking great.
I mean, I know Aubrey Plaza plays a character that's supposed to be like a 57-year-old man originally. so
She's
that's
the best part of that show
Yeah.
by a long shot for me. especially near the end. But I don't
Yeah.
want to get into it.
All
But
right.
I don't know. I like to at least try new things, even though they're not always good. I guess.
Yeah.
Because like Marvel, even though I hear Thor's great, and I'm sure Avengers is gonna be great,
It's definitely a Marvel
just
movie.
it's just keeping the same
Yeah.
tone.
It
really.
legitimately looks like that guy made a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Like that's what it is, and
Which like I'm still gonna see
the
him. but
movie looks great.
Yeah.
Like it looks really cool.
yeah. But I'm
I don't know.
interested in just like the is it Norse, right?
Yeah.
mythology.
Oh, the Norse imagery in it should be cool.
Because they, man, like they go into it like it's called Ragnarok, and that's mythology stuff.
Yeah. The only bad I've heard is there's not as much Hulk as people wanted, I guess.
So Hulk, he's there for most of the movie, but he's not always Hulk.
Well, Bruce Banner, yeah. Which, dude, I'm cool with Bruce Banner. I'll watch some Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, Mark Ruffalo's got to make that check,
Yeah,
man.
man, he's killing it.
Sure.
But yeah, this is
What else you
probably. I was gonna wrap it up.
Oh, sure.
We got time.
Well, I'm trying to guess. We're at a little over an hour, but I am gonna cut out a little bit, so I'm trying to time it out. But I mean, that is all the topics I have. Unless you guys got anything else you want to talk about real quick.
I mean, nah, like, not really.
Yeah, because really it's Justice League and Thor we got to get on to talk about. We'll try and see one of those over the weekend.
Well, I
See
watch a
what
lot more
happens.
TV than I do movies anyway. So.
True. I'm trying to watch more movies just to have stuff to talk about.
I mean, I just feel like there's a lot of things I haven't seen that I need to see.
Yeah.
I got a small little thing.
Alright.
Lay it on me.
I'm gonna try and like stay away from like the politics of it, but it kind of does affect something we've
it's
been
light,
talking
just-
about. If you guys, it's a news thing, but Gal Gadot, the Wonder Woman, obviously, she's Did you guys hear about her not
Oh,
wanting to do
yeah.
the whole?
She doesn't want to. She's taking a stand against Brett Ratner because Brett.
Oh, good.
Brett Ratner.
Oh,
had
Because
sexual-
the Ellen Page thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what they're saying is, what she's saying is, she's not going to sign on for Wonder Woman 2 unless he's off of it.
That's funny because I actually just saw a headline today that they give a release date for Wonder Woman 2.
Yeah. So that's what everyone was saying. When I haven't followed up on it, so actually it might
interesting.
have blown over, but
Honestly,
I don't think
they
it
might
has.
just get rid of Brett Ratner.
I'm pretty sure that's what's
Because
going
like
to
they
happen.
have
They've already got her locked in.
Yeah, because Patty Jenkins is directing again, who had
Yeah.
the first Wonder Woman. Because they're trying to keep the whole like female cast and crew.
Yeah, because
thing.
the whole thing with that is like, how are you gonna have like a very female-driven, feminine film, and then like
directed by a known fucking misogynist.
Yeah, definitely. No, I think it hasn't blown over yet. They're in a holding pattern. They're trying to see what's going on.
Yeah.
My actually thing is it's actually funny you brought that up. So I wasn't expecting a Deadpool trailer because of the thing that happened on set, and I thought that
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought
You
like
guys heard about
No,
that?
I
The-
didn't hear
Yeah.
about that.
The stunt woman died on
Oh.
the Deadpool 2 set.
Yeah.
Because I guess she was a stunt woman doing a stunt she wasn't trained for or
No,
something.
no. So what happened
Or
was
something out of her
she was a
jurisdiction.
motorcycle champ.
Yeah.
And they're doing a motorcycle scene. It's her very first time doing a stunt, and they did the stunt.
That's what
like,
it was. It was her first time doing
They
it.
did no. So they did the stunt like
Doing
10
stunts in general.
times.
Oh, okay.
And I guess like after the 10th time of doing it, I'm paraphrasing, or I may have gotten it wrong, so
Yeah.
don't quote me on it. Like after the 10th time doing it, she kind of got fatigued, and it was just like that one time that messed her up, and she died.
Yeah.
And so
One
like
mistake
they
and it's just
suspended
over.
production on Deadpool for
Yeah.
like the long. They said indefinitely, and so
Yeah.
I was kind of curious to see like I saw a picture of Ryan Reynolds in the costume department with someone on Instagram, and I was like, oh, and like they're starting back up. Then they dropped the trailer, and I was just like, whoa.
Yeah.
So I know there's probably gonna be maybe some people out there probably a little outraged.
Yeah, but I mean,
No, I mean I don't know why you'd be outraged. I
It-
mean,
it-
accidents do happen.
It wasn't
Doesn't mean the
like
movie doesn't get
neglect
made.
or anything,
No,
though.
no,
You know what I
definitely.
mean? So
Like,
I
no
don't
one-
think no one.
Yeah.
If they get pissed off, they're just looking to get pissed
It was
off.
just an
I
accident.
I
an unfortunate
understand
accident.
where you're coming from, but at the same time, like it's a business, you know.
Yeah. I just
Like they got to pump out these comic
I mean,
book
like even
movies.
then, it's an unfortunate accident. You know, it's not.
Yeah. Well, there were some other things. Again, like Chris said, I don't know the actual facts, but there were some rumors that like not everything was as safe or as tested as it could have been. I don't know if there's truth to that. It's just things I've seen online.
But I'm sure they wouldn't have moved forward if it wasn't taken care of.
Yeah, true.
yeah.
And in the vein of positivity, like we're gonna see her work on screen. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah.
Oh, definitely.
definitely
nothing.
definitely go
she's-
through with the film.
And she's definitely, like I said, she had at least like 8 or 9 clean takes.
Yeah.
I think they just
Yeah.
did.
I mean,
it.
they got the shot. Yeah.
Wow.
It's
trying so hard
It's fucked up, but that's how it is.
Damn. But no,
that's how shit be sometimes.
I know she's probably gonna be like in the in memoriam thing at the Oscars
Oh,
next year.
dedicated
yeah.
to it.
Like,
I would hope they have something
She
in
can
the
be like the
credits
first
for
stunt
her
person,
too.
like the first stunt.
I think that was her first like.
No, but she can be the first, like, you know, like I don't know how many stuntmen get like put in the in memoriam.
Look,
Honestly, they're probably the names no one recognizes. We're like, yeah, that guy.
to be 100% honest with you, like I don't watch the Oscars. Like this year is my first year watching them. I didn't even know they did that.
Oh, really?
That's a meme and a stereotype about it. So you
Honestly,
didn't watch
yeah,
the
'cause
Oscars.
they do it every time.
Yeah.
Like every time a big celebrity dies, we're like, "Fuck, man, can't gonna see her at the Oscars."
Well, so yeah, I obviously I thought like yeah they would honor like
Yeah, that's
the-
how it was with Carrie Fisher when it happened too.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, because it was like pretty close to when the Oscars were airing, so everyone was like, "Yeah, they're probably gonna have like a recognition thing," and they did, which was nice.
yeah like I didn't know
Her and her mom.
I thought
And her
they,
mom, yeah.
I thought
Man,
they
what a
did
fucking
Yeah.
poor timing.
yeah I knew they did it for actors, but I know they did it for like costume designers and other people like that too.
Yeah, they're like it'll be like a
Sometimes.
big name. They'll do like a couple small names at the same time.
Yeah.
Then big name. They space it out like that.
That is kind of like one of the few cool things about the industry where it's like, in a weird sense, like something bad's happened, but they're recognizing everyone no matter what
I mean,
part
it's
of
kind
the
of a-
production
it's
you
kind of
were,
a good
you know what I mean?
example.
Yeah,
It's kind of an honor.
yeah,
kind of
like
a
if
good
it definitely
example
is.
of-
When I die, I hope I've like been recognized enough to have my fucking name at the Oscars, even if it's just like a fucking sound mixer or something.
Yeah.
be like I fucking made it.
He died sound mixing.
My face made it up
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
And what
sit
other
down and-
profession would you see someone remember you like that?
Exactly.
You're saying they'd be sitting down in hell like, hey, got it.
Damn.
I mean, I don't think it's a stretch to say I'm probably going to hell.
If there is a hell.
Well, yeah,
That's
assuming
no
that for
speculation,
conversation.
You're Jewish. You don't believe in hell.
Well, but regardless of my religion, I don't believe in hell. But we don't have to get into that. That's not really a podcast topic.
It is now. No,
But anyway, yeah, I didn't know that they did that. But yeah, like Jaime said, it's pretty cool they do it.
Yeah.
Like this year was the first year I actually watched the Oscars all the way through.
Yeah.
And
this
I
is a
was like-
weird year to get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, this was the perfect year to get on for it because I've rewatched that Best Picture segment like 50 times.
It is
since
pretty funny.
happened.
Oh, the
the fuck up.
yeah.
Look,
Also-
you guys say fuck up. So first of all, I
It
know
wasn't
this
a fuck
This is
up.
totally old, and
Yeah. It's old news.
it's
Yeah,
really
fuck
old
up,
news.
basically.
But I say this: I stand by my man. He did not fuck that up.
No, it was whoever gave him the card fucked up.
Yeah.
No.
I think.
Even
You're saying that you're saying basically that they
the
retconned it,
the
basically.
presenters.
Yeah.
So
Everyone
I
was
only
doing
know.
everything right, but like they decided that afterwards they wanted it to be Moonlight.
No.
No.
I'm saying like Bonnie and Clyde. Like
But it wasn't their fault.
no. It's totally her fault.
You think so?
Yes.
Well, it's
'Cause
a-
he's
it's a-
looking-
it's a
'cause
little
he
bit of
even-
Bonnie's fault.
He even said he was like, "Look, I had the card, and it looked weird because it all says Emma Roberts. It should say a movie on it."
Yeah, because
And
it was the best actress card.
Yeah, I said Emma Stone because that was the last category.
And she's the
yeah.
one who took it and read it.
Yeah, because she was like, fucking, what's taking you so long? Give me that shit.
Yeah, and she read it.
Yeah,
So
fair.
it's totally not his fault.
It's kind of the crew's fault for giving the wrong card,
Well,
but
that's what I
it's
mean.
also her fault.
So
for-
there was a fuck up, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, it
wasn't
was
just-
just a fuck up.
Yeah,
It
so
was.
that's
But the
that's-
best-
you just watch the fuck up.
The
Happen.
best part of that whole thing is the producer who's sitting there and he's like, "Look, you motherfuckers, like, this is totally messed up. I'm not upset. Let's just get these people on here." And he's like, "Look, Moonlight, you guys won. No, seriously." And he takes the car, he yanks it. He's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"Look at this shit. Zoom in on it." Moonlight won. That's the best part
Yeah.
of that whole.
He handled it well.
Yeah.
But yeah, but what else are you gonna do in that
Yeah.
situation?
Like, you don't believe me?
Yeah,
Get this
proof's
shit.
right here. Yeah,
So-
Also, I'm just gonna throw it out there. I called it.
Oh, that
Yeah,
Moonlight
I
was
mean,
gonna win.
that's
Yeah, I
Moonlight.
figured
oh,
it
for,
would too.
yeah. It was Moonlight or La La Land to be fair for
Yeah.
Best Picture,
Yeah, I knew it was gonna be Moonlight.
at least in my opinion. Maybe
s-
Arrival is like a come from behind,
Maybe
but I doubt
Arrival.
it.
I saw all those after the Oscars.
I
And
actually
Moonlight-
saw. I try to see most of them before the Oscars.
That's what I've been
because
doing
we
too.
normally watch them together. And
See, I like to watch them and then try and predict who's gonna win what.
yeah,
Yeah.
And
yeah,
that's,
it's like a game.
That's what I like doing. Yeah.
I don't
You
know.
place your bets.
I'm not really big on like Oscar bait.
Oh,
because,
I'm not
like,
either.
it's
Well,
just-
They're bad
Yeah.
movies. Moonlight was a bad movie. I'll stand by that. It's the stereotypical Oscar movie.
He's
No.
Okay.
I agree with Casey because Moonlight it's not a bad movie.
It's the
It's a
stereotypical
generic.
Oscar.
It's a generic movie.
They hit
It's a
every
generic
fucking note.
story, and I'm totally not like bashing like the coming out story, anything like that, because everyone has their own coming out story, and they're great in their own way. But the
It's-
way it was told in like that.
Just different
like
enough.
that boyhood kind.
I know the way
Exactly.
it's
Yeah.
shot.
In that boyhood kind of way, it was different enough to make a coming out story like
Yeah,
noteworthy.
it's just a simple human story.
But the
Yeah.
thing is, like, that's like the stereotypical Oscar movie. Like, if you check off all the lists, it hits
Yeah.
like
Oh,
every
it absolutely
particular
is.
list.
Yeah.
So like,
That's
th-
more
those
of a
aren't big
problem.
movies I'm getting
That's more of
at.
a problem with the Oscars for me because like it's almost like they go by subject matter rather than movies.
Yeah, than
that's why
quality.
we were talking last week.
what I'm
Like
getting at.
Blade Runner better get a fucking nomination, but it might not because like it's just weird sci-fi.
No.
No, it's definitely gonna get a nomination.
Let's get
Well,
nomination. Movies
maybe
get
maybe for
nominations.
cinematography. I don't know if it'll get a Best Picture or
Well, to
not.
put it in
I
perspective,
hope it does.
Star Wars: The Force Awakens,
They
the highest
got-
grossing movie in America ever. Didn't
Yeah.
sound design. It's all I got nominated
Yeah,
for.
and
So
I
sound
think like
design and visual
VFX or
effects, yeah.
something.
Yeah, I think there's a thing now where they're not even going to be considered or something like that this year, like The Last
Yeah.
Jedi or something.
Well, honestly, I don't think they should be just because they're not that great. But I'm excited for Last Jedi, but you know, I know I'm getting into. I'm not expecting a
Yeah,
masterpiece.
but the sound design and the visual effects are usually
The sound
good.
the sound design is always phenomenal in Star Wars, even
Yeah.
the old ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, honestly, every one of those could be
it's
nominated
iconic,
for best
usually.
fucking sound mixing. And
Yeah,
They make
Nah,
iconic
definitely.
sounds.
that's
happen,
that's what
and
makes that
what's-
movie
yeah.
Yeah,
to a point.
I haven't seen a lot of movies this year.
I'm gonna see what the list is announced.
I'm
and
gonna
when
wait for
they're
the
going on it.
yeah, because
About-
honestly, I don't think a lot of Oscar-baiting movies have come
No,
out that
some-
I've known of this
No,
year.
but you're gonna find out all about them like
Yeah.
next
E-
month.
e-
Because there's a whole
Exactly.
independent
Or
market.
January.
Exactly.
You're gonna
Get
find
a
out
million
all the
ones.
lists, and then you'll be like, "Oh, what are these?"
Exactly.
Also,
Yeah.
that's also my thing. So like a lot of these movies that I watch with the Oscars, like 100% I've never heard of. Like
Yeah.
they're real low
Oh, yeah.
key.
I have-
Last year
I didn't hear
legitimately
most of
didn't
them.
throw me off the much because of Austin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
honestly, yeah. Just watch what Austin watches if you want to stay up to date on that.
Austin Crider, everyone out there.
Yeah. Well, we'll get him on
Austin
here at
knows
some
who he is.
point.
He's probably listening.
Just
Or
do,
Katie
a-
will
do,
probably
do,
tell
an,
she
do an
listens.
Oscar event with him, like as edition.
We tried it. I don't think it ever aired. We tried to do one before the last Oscars, but it ended up just being us like arguing about Moonlight for a while and yelling over each other.
Sure.
Well, mostly just me yelling at people about how it wasn't a great movie
Yeah.
at all.
No.
Well, we'll probably try for like an Oscar recap thing when
Yeah.
it comes time.
Yeah.
We'll do our predictions before, probably too.
Yeah,
Like,
we can do
we're
a pre-
definitely gonna end up doing that. I
Yeah,
know that for
a
sure.
prediction podcast.
Honestly, the movie I hate the most is probably the one that wins. That's my metric.
Is what?
Yeah.
What?
The movie I hate the most is the one that's probably going to win.
Yeah.
That's my
Yeah.
metric. Also, I will admit something that threw me off about like last year's Oscars, and this is kind of not really related, but it was just something I kind of want to throw out there. Lion. The movie was not the movie they advertised.
I've been meeting to watch
At
that.
I
all.
still haven't watched
It's like,
it.
let me
I was
ask you
like,
a
Oh, it's probably
Listen.
too late at this point.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it is absolutely it's not that great of a movie, but like I liked it more.
I just like Dev Patel.
Let me ask you one thing real quick. What do you think that movie's about?
Well, I kind of know. Isn't it about like this kid gets lost and grows
Okay,
up on
yeah.
the streets or
'Cause
something?
The marketing does not say anything about him being a kid.
Yeah,
and,
I assume there's no lions in it.
no.
I
His name means lion.
oh, what's
Yeah, it's
Well,
dumb, but it's
yeah.
an Oscar movie, so of course.
yeah.
I saw something today that I know is probably gonna be Oscar worthy. I forgot the name of it, but it has like Kate Winslet and Justin Timberlake, and it's
What?
kind of like
Justin Timberlake still doing movies?
yeah.
Yeah.
He pops up right now. I think he's actually hunting for an Oscar.
Really?
Like this looks like an Oscar.
He
type
got an
movie.
Oscar for best. No, did he? He got nominated for best original song
Yeah, but
last year.
Not an
Yeah.
acting Oscar.
Yeah, it's not an acting Oscar, but he got nominated. for
I
the
assume he's
music
going for like
Oscar.
a supporting cast kind of thing.
Yeah, but I think I need to find the trailer for it. But like, it's him and Kate Winslet and a few other people, and it looks really good. But it looks like Oscar bait.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's probably like that one few Oscar bait movie.
That might be good.
That might be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
I don't think
I
movies
feel like
are,
there's often one or two.
I don't
'cause
think
there-
movies
there's
are
the
bad
whole-
just because they Oscar bait. But
So,
there's a lot of bad movies that
I-
do that to get in.
So I do think so. Here's my thing about that. I think that the beats that you hit and the tones and whatnot that people want to hit for Oscar bait movies could be done well.
Yeah.
But no one who's baiting an Oscar does it well. They
Th- th-
just
that's
they don't
what I mean,
they don't
yeah.
try because
Like
it's
I-
an Oscar bait movie. It's like it's good enough. We hit the boxes.
Exactly.
Just moving on. Moving on.
There's people that do it well, and there's people that just hit the story beats to get some recognition.
Did he cry on camera at least 3 times? Okay, you're good. Go.
I think the Florida Project might actually be like an
Oh,
undercover
yeah.
Oscar bait.
It's-
thing.
it-
I need to see that.
Honestly,
I've
it
been
probably
hearing
will.
things.
Haven't seen it.
It's got phenomenal ratings, like by critics, and
What's
most
that,
like
movie
general
about?
audiences don't like it. As far as I know, it's about fucking Willem Dafoe just living in Florida.
Okay.
So it's not even about Willem Dafoe.
I have no idea.
It's not. It's
It's about a group of little kids that
It's a-
live in this
yeah.
hotel in
You lost me.
Orlando. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I do kind of want to see it because it's
it's-
filmed in Florida.
It's exactly that. Like I think the premise is borderline. Like you said, like Jaime said.
I wouldn't be surprised if that gets a nomination
Also,
for
Luke,
something.
rolling it back a little bit to what you just said.
Hmm.
Just because it was made in Florida doesn't mean it's good.
No, I'm not saying that at all.
So
But
what do you want? What do you care?
because I live in Florida, I want to see how
Alright.
it looks.
I mean, you know how Florida looks.
I want to see if we've done better.
You know how
So-
Florida looks.
to roll forward a little bit.
Sorry.
The little girl in it, I actually shot with her before.
Yeah, I saw you say it on Facebook. That's fucking wild.
Yeah, I did her very
Dude,
first.
maybe she'll get an Oscar nod.
And that'd be
Shout
kind
out
of
to
funny.
Chris
if
Wallace.
Like
if
I met
did.
her once.
I shot her once. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I still have her footage actually. It's,
Damn, dude.
She did a children's.
Oh, for the children's hospital thing.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's the
Oh.
that's the same little girl.
That
yeah.
thing?
Yeah,
Oh, she's. Oh.
yeah. it's the
Okay.
same
Oh,
girl.
fucking.
It's a crazy coincidence, right?
I was there
I
for that.
didn't even know.
Oh,
Like,
you might have met her too.
Yeah. No, I mean, he talked to her like for the most part because like I'm not talking to kids.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm not good with kids.
that whole thing. No, not that.
Not that one. It's a different one.
No, it's a
Oh, that's
different-
right, the hospital,
it's for
sorry, something
it's
else.
a children's hospital thing. So it's like,
Oh yeah, that was all right.
yeah, I shot with her. I spent the whole day with her. We took her out to eat when I was working at Scatter. And like I went there a few days ago or a week or two ago, and they're like, "Yeah, you know the Floor Project?" They're like, "That's the same little girl." I was
what are
like,
the odds?
"What?" And I had to look at the trailer because I hadn't seen the trailer for the Floor Project in like a while.
Yeah.
I just like glanced over it. I was like, "Oh my crap, that is the same girl."
It's cool that they did local casting too, which is
Yeah.
nice.
And she's really good.
Actually,
like,
on that vein, that other A24 one, Lady Bird, might get an Oscar nom.
Which one's Lady Bird?
It's about
That's
just
it.
a teenager and her mom. It's a coming of age, growing up story about their relationship.
A24 keeps coming out with too many movies.
And they're not that great.
so I actually found.
I'm loving their sci-fi stuff, but I'm with Casey. Some of their human drama stuff is
Yeah.
hit and miss.
Yeah,
But
so
I'm loving their weirder stuff.
I found that the three to really look for now, like you know how when like we were growing up and stuff like that, it was kind of like Miramax and New Line Cinema and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I find now that like Neon, who did like Colossal and
Oh, you saw Colosso?
yeah, I saw
I
Colossal.
saw Colosso.
Nice, I saw it too.
I did.
I know.
we
know you
we
haven't
talked
seen
about that already.
We did
Yeah,
talk
we
about
did
it on
talk
the podcast before.
They did like Colossal. I think they did Atomic Blonde too.
Okay.
But it's Colossal, A24. But one that I'm really on the lookout for is Bloomhouse.
Yeah,
I
I've
hear
been hearing a
hear
little
a lot
about
about
them.
Bloomhouse, they did
What did they
they did Split.
I didn't see Split.
Okay, I saw.
Oh,
Split.
but so that's the studio Shyamalan started just to make stuff happen, right?
So I
Kinda.
think what they did is, and their marketing strategy, their production, as they run as a company is fantastic because what they do is they buy like just shorts from people,
Yeah.
and like they make them. I saw 2 movies that they did back to back. They did a one in L.A. called Lowrider, and it's pretty much about that. Like it's a movie about lowriders in East LA. It's kind of like a coming of age kind of thing.
Okay.
But then they
I
did
haven't
another
heard of that
one.
one.
They did another one called Slight, which is really good.
Yeah, I heard of that.
Yeah.
I
what's it
too
good?
excited.
It was so honestly, I think that's the closest, in my opinion, to kind of not to go back to it, but that's the closest to static that we're ever going to see on the big screen.
Yeah, 'cause,
because it's very staticky.
Oh, you're talking about that.
I
remember that.
I
I
saw
remember
the
talking about that.
trailer and I was like, "Oh, Blumhouse, cool." And then it said fucking like WWE pictures. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Did WWE make
I
that?
think they helped produce it or something.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was really out of nowhere, and they didn't put a fucking wrestler in it for once, which I think is a good thing.
They're starting that now. To the last WWE production I saw that didn't have a wrestler in it was one with Halle Berry in it.
Yeah, that's good because a lot of those wrestlers are not real actors.
True.
Like Cena and The Rock are doing okay, but besides that,
Yeah. But like I think those
I
are
mean,
the 3 to
even
really
then-
look out for. I'm actually really into anything Blumhouse makes. I haven't seen Split yet, but like
I kind of want to see it to get in on the conversation
I
because
kind of only want
people like that movie a lot more than I would expect them to.
Yeah.
I mean, they're basically making a universe around this whole thing.
Yeah, they're
So, like,
doing the
now it's like,
Shyamalan
I gotta buy into this
timeline.
one now.
Shyamalaniverse.
The Shyamalan.
This unbreakable timeline.
Yeah.
I have it. If any of you guys want to borrow it.
I mean, it's probably on Vudu,
I mean,
Or
I
but
don't-
that,
if it's not, then maybe.
true.
yeah, like,
But like I'm really curious about anything. A24 is hit and miss for me. For like I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like A24 has a lot of like good concepts that they just don't execute on or flush out well as they probably should. or
Sometimes,
could.
yeah.
yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, I was really interested in seeing The Lobster.
I fucking love The Lobster, but
I have to be polar opposite. I did not like The Lobster at all.
but I can understand that because that movie is very like Jordan says, like how they direct the actors and how they it's very stiff and like weird on purpose.
Counter-
Yes,
acting.
Which I kind of like it, but I can get that being off putting.
and that's why I told you. But again, like a lot of stuff they do, I forgot or I can't
I
remember.
guess
It's
it's kinda
A24 one that I
yeah.
do like. I can't remember really. Actually, I think they made Hunt for the Wilder People.
Yeah.
Was that A24?
I think they produced it in
They
some
might have been part of
capacity.
it.
Yeah.
Because I know we were talking before. It was the guy who did Thor, whose name
I can't remember. Yeah.
I know his name,
But to be
but I know I'm
fair,
gonna mispronounce
he's
it.
the one who directed it and wrote it, right? So like,
Yeah.
A24 just
I
gave
mean,
him
re-
money to
really,
make
yeah,
something that he
it's-
made. So they've got a guy who can make a movie. It's
Yeah,
not like
it's-
just the studio made a good
It's
movie,
always
right?
about who wrote it, really, for the most part.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. I feel like they always kind of sit around and it's like, oh, that's a neat idea. Finish the script by the end of the week. It's like, oh, fuck.
So they're doing Disaster Artist as well, A24.
That
Oh,
I'm,
sure.
I'm very excited for
But
that.
remember though, that's being made by people who've made other movies
Yeah,
before.
yeah,
basically, so
fair.
it's like,
Actually, people are saying that
It's-
Disaster Artist might have some Oscar buzz.
James
I would love it too. That'd be
Franco
cool. If
this
it's good,
year
I
has
hope
been
it is.
killing it.
Yeah, I still gotta watch
The Deuce.
The Deuce. Yeah,
So the Deuce is great just because he plays two characters and it's the same. He's virtually the same one, but they're brothers.
yeah.
But the Deuce I highly recommend because it's just the sex trade in the 70s. Like it's about porn coming to America and everyone stopped being uptight about it and like America getting into that gritty, grimy
Yeah.
phase of their lives.
America
like,
getting dirty.
yeah,
and
pretty
now
much.
we have Pornhub and its vast array of
We might have too
Smut.
much porn now.
no such thing. I mean, I
But-
will admit,
I
porn can
think
be
there is.
annoying.
We don't need so many different avenues for porn. Like we got like the main 3 or 4. I think that's enough.
And just use them.
We don't need people starting these fucking indie porn sites.
Anyway,
They don't use those ones. Just use
but
the real
like
ones.
James
Yeah.
Franco, he's done The Deuce, and he actually directed and is executive producer of The Deuce.
Really?
Like a few episodes. He directed a few episodes, and he's the executive producer of the whole series.
Nice.
And then like how you said, like he's doing Disaster Artist, but I found out he actually directed that too. So like yeah, James Franco's coming up a lot.
Yeah.
I think there's a certain point in actors and people's lives where like they're like, look, this acting thing would be shit if I don't have something come out of it. So like they hit that point because I've been saying this for a while. Matthew McConaughey hit a point where he stopped taking off his shirt and actually like
Started doing
Started
serious
acting.
roles.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Started acting.
And because of that, like he got an Oscar for like
He
Dallas
put his
Live.
shirt on and started it.
Yeah. So I think like James Franco's probably hit that moment in his life where he's just like, look, man,
I
like,
wanna act.
I gotta get something out of this, like
Yeah.
because he's talented.
He's a good actor. I think he's a better actor than he gets credit for most of the time.
So I think that's what he just decided. And so like if he doesn't get something this year, like I don't want to say it's not understandable, but I think he's
Yeah.
starting the buzz kind of.
People
to
are
get
saying
something.
maybe he'll get a nod just because his portrayal of Tommy Wiseau was just so spot on.
Well, he spent time with them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We talked about this before a couple episodes ago. I didn't realize Tommy Wiseau was like a part of the movie too. Like he's totally on board with all of it.
Yeah.
That dude has like no idea what's going on. Like, have you ever seen him in like interviews or anything out of it?
Yeah, it's incredible.
He has no idea.
It's a little sad.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, because the same thing. I think it's the same thing. Well, no, Deakins won't. Deakins is hunting for
Man,
anything.
Deakins has to get that Blade Runner Oscar, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking gorgeous
hoping
movie.
for it.
It's
I'm fucking
such a
hoping for
pretty
it.
movie, man.
Wonder who he's up against.
I want Blade Runner to win. His fucking sound
Dude,
design,
I haven't
VFX,
seen
cinematography.
anything cinematography wise this year.
That too. Nothing's had like a very like Cure
Yeah.
for Wellness kind of.
Was that this year?
I think so. Wasn't it like March or something?
Yes.
Wasn't it early this year?
Yeah.
It had good-
yeah, I think so too.
But I doubt that's
No,
gonna get any
sometimes
nominated.
wasn't that great in that movie. It might be nominated, but
That's what I mean. It's the only other movie with
It was a good
noteworthy cinematography.
It was a good. They found a good place and did some some alright shots in a very
Yeah.
pretty place.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. There's really nothing else that has like such a focus on cinematography like that this year. At least that I've seen. Unless there's like something indie
Yeah,
that
something
we'll
I
find
missed.
out later.
No.
Yeah, like it'll totally be that. But I think
I mean,
100%.
that's always what it is.
Like that's pretty much what it is to kind of like jump back in the conversation. Like once the list comes out, like you're gonna see and you're gonna be like, what?
Yeah.
Like why?
I
And-
try to watch most of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Some of them I just don't watch because I don't care enough.
I mean,
I-
like, last year was a real grind getting through all of them. because,
Especially
like,
for you, yeah.
like fucking
A lot-
Manchester by the Sea.
a lot of
was-
oh
human
my
drama
god,
last
that was
year.
hard
Did
for
you
me
see
to
that?
get through. Yeah.
Oh my, yeah, that was a
That was
rough
hard for
one.
me.
I still
get
want to
through.
see it.
Did you
but I
watch
never
all of them?
will.
Yeah, you never gonna.
I watched
No,
most of them.
If it
Nah,
wasn't
there were
2.5
some I
hours,
didn't
I would have
watch.
watched it.
Oh, it's more. It's like 250.
I didn't watch
240,
Fences. I
something
didn't
like
watch Lion. There's.
I'm not gonna watch
Yeah.
Fences.
I-
I
It
kind
wasn't
of want to see
anything.
Lion
I
still.
wanted to watch Fences. I don't want to see Lion.
that. Lion is
Yeah.
a better movie than it was marketed as.
Yeah.
I'll give it that, but it's not a great movie. If you missed it, don't worry about going back to it.
Yeah.
That's where I am.
I
on it.
saw the top 3. I saw La La Land. I saw Moonlight.
La La
I saw
Land's
Hacksaw
great.
Ridge.
Moonlight's great.
Hacksaw
I didn't see
Ridge.
Hacksaw
I saw
Ridge,
Hacksaw
but I heard it was alright.
Hacksaw Ridge is great because Mel Gibson does war. That
Yeah.
man does war right.
He's good at doing war
Admittedly,
scenes.
there was a lot of moments in there where it's like, yeah, give me my Oscar now, please.
Yeah.
Like, there, did you like? Do you remember that one shot
Yeah, I
where it's
believe
like a body that got hit by a grenade and it's just on fire, flipping over like 6 dead
Yeah.
bodies, lined up
Yeah.
perfectly. It's like, like that kind of shit. It's like, okay.
And
shut
then
up.
Andrew Garfield
Just-
cries over
Just calm
something.
down. Yeah, it's like just
Yeah.
settle down, Mel.
Wasn't a bad
Calm
movie
down.
though.
No,
No.
I'm not saying
Bad.
it's a bad movie, but there
No,
was
I heard it was good.
there
It
were
was
definitely
pretty good.
moments in there where it was like Oscar, please.
Yeah, I agree.
Well,
Yeah.
Mel Gibson's also just trying to get back into the light of
Oh, that was the whole
Hollywood.
point. It worked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, hey, I can still make good movies. I'm less racist now.
He didn't want it. He wanted it off the blacklist, and that was this was.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's totally what it is.
It was a good old college try.
No,
See, because of Hacksaw Ridge, now he's doing Lethal Weapon 5.
Is he?
I think we talked about that last week.
it though?
I-
like,
I
know
don't-
they're
I
making
think he's
it.
just gonna appear in it.
Yeah, it might just be a cameo thing, but yeah.
is there really a Lethal Weapon 5?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh my God, what?
I believe Danny Glover is coming back. I assume Mel Gibson might be coming back too if they got Danny Glover. And
I
it's
hope
even like
they're
the
just like
same-
in the vein of a cameo.
It's
though.
even like the same director, I think,
Yeah.
too.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
They're recapturing the magic.
Oh my God. Well, the show is actually apparently really good. It got a second season.
That is
On the
true. I
second
heard
season
about the show. It's pretty good.
Yeah. So like I don't know, like
Yeah.
it might be it. I haven't given it a shot myself, but I hear really good things about it.
Yeah.
But like I thought I was in that field of things that like shows made from movies are just trash.
For the most part, yeah. Fargo is probably the exception. Fargo's really good.
I heard
I-
Bates Motel was good too.
I didn't see Bates
I didn't watch
Motel.
either any of them
Yeah.
actually, but
So
I hear they're all
I heard
pretty good.
Bates Motel, but like yeah, so like that was I was in the beginning. I thought like a lot of these shows are remakes of movies as shows are
Yeah.
bad, but like I just think that whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know we're over. Shut up.
No, I know. It's a long one.
I know, because I'm saying we've been going. We were.
I know. I was gonna wrap up like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It's
Well, I
alright.
mean, I thought,
Yeah.
hey, we don't know where we're cutting, so let's give you a little bit extra to work with, and now
Yeah.
we're here.
Yeah,
Well,
and
I
they,
mean-
they can cut all night.
Yeah. I know. You're giving me actual editing to do instead of just like mixing it and calling it a day.
You have like
Yeah,
three.
dear
You have
God,
like
right.
this can be like in part of 2 different podcasts, so you're good.
Oh,
Nah,
so
it's fine.
wait, I thought you want. So does this count? If he does cut into 2 podcasts, is that your 2?
No, hell no.
His
Yeah.
contract's not up.
But yeah, well, we can wrap it up here. Chris, thank you for joining us.
That's no problem. Man.
For dropping your comic knowledge and keeping the conversation going.
Yeah, like I wanted to be on this for a while. Like that's all I really do. I just get into debates with people.
Yeah, I like the idea of rotating members every
Let's see
so
if we can
often.
find something to fight about next time.
My favorite part
Yeah.
was when
Yeah.
we were talking about pool noodles.
Yeah.
Oh, in the before.
An
time.
hour and a half ago.
Nah, like if you want to do more Marvel or any superhero shit, I got you.
Yeah.
Or if you want to
Well,
do TV stuff, like I just got
Truthfully, Punisher comes out, and so does Justice League. So like that's stuff that's.
Yeah,
to
I
talk
fucking
about.
forgot about
Oh.
Punisher, man.
you. Dude,
Working on both of those.
for real, I might stay. No, because
I gotta finish Stranger Things though.
I gotta
I
start
haven't
Stranger
watched-
Things.
I'm only
No,
2
you don't.
episodes away.
I haven't
No, you
started.
don't.
I haven't started Stranger Things either.
Nah, I got too much. I'm trying
It's
to
a
knock out
slow
some
start,
movies
is all.
before I.
Chris, you might like Stranger Things. Luke, you're dumb. You're not.
I'm
gonna
trying to knock out some movies before I get into a show again.
You're gonna be like me. You're gonna watch the first
Well,
episode. and
it's,
stop.
yesterday I watched Baby Driver.
Okay.
Like 2 weeks ago I watched Godzilla, which we talked about on the podcast, and how I hate it.
Okay.
It's a bad movie.
And that's about all I got. I want to start watching more movies though.
Okay. I would highly.
I got a
recommend-
long list.
I highly recommend Hitman's Bodyguard.
I might if I'm looking for comedy. I think I'm probably gonna do Kingsman next.
Oh,
I gotta
it's still in
watch.
theaters.
The second one.
It's still in
No, I
theaters.
gotta see the first one. Man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, what?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
you watch the first one. We'll go see the second one because it's probably real cheap now. Because like, there's only doing so many showings.
Honestly, it's not a bad idea. I'd be
You
down
guys
for that.
pay for movies though?
What's up?
You guys pay for movies?
Yeah.
I watch.
You just go in the exit door.
I buy one and then like watch all the other ones.
See, I don't like doing double movies.
Why?
I don't think I have the patience for that.
It makes my butt hurt. I know it's a super like bitch move.
No,
It's just sitting for like 4 or 5 hours.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
a lot of
the-
time.
Nah,
I
man.
got shit to do.
I mean, maybe it's a
kinda
little
don't like
it's a little
watching
better
back
with
to
these reclining seats now.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just I don't like watching movies back to back unless it's like a series. Like unless it's a series.
Yeah.
For me, a lot of times, especially now, it's like I'm not making a lot of money.
That's my biggest thing.
Like,
I go to
so-
theater much more if I had more money to burn.
Yeah,
Oh, you
definitely.
know, matinees, dude. Before
Yeah.
noon, let's go.
Yeah. So like that's
It's like
what I was gonna
$5.
say. Like, let's do a
Yeah, but
matinee.
then you gotta buy a fucking. Dude, I went to this is a side topic, but I went to the Bellagio for some horror film event we were at. It was like a local film thing. I got a 22-ounce Estella. It was fucking $7. It was it's the worst. Drinking sucks.
Welcome to our world.
Yeah.
Like,
See, look,
Seriously.
there's a reason why people buy flasks.
I know. Yeah.
There's a reason why they grew in popularity.
No, I watched one, especially no. Well, yeah. Even when I was a kid, like when I was a teenager, and I was going and sneaking out of class and stuff and going.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had just enough money to buy like one ticket probably, and like so. There's a whole bunch of shit that came out that I want to see. So
Yeah.
instead of just going back, I'm already there. Like, why not just watch all the things I want to watch?
Yeah.
I think the most I ever did
You're already
was like
in there.
3 movies in a day.
See, I could probably do 2. 3, I'd just be like, oh.
See, well, look, why don't we do that? Why don't we do that?
we'll see a matinee.
Let's wrap this up, and then we can talk about weekend plans.
Yeah.
But as always, thank you guys for listening. You know what? Subscribe to us on iTunes, like us on YouTube, subscribe on YouTube, all that good stuff. Leave a review. Tell your friends, tell your parents, tell your pets.
Tell your kids, tell your wives.
Yeah. And yeah, so thank you for watching, everybody. We will see you next time. Oh yeah, from our circle to yours, we hope you have a good time. That's my little slogan.
I don't know if you ever watched to the end, Chris.
I
but
never
it is
watched
outro.
the end,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
unfortunately.
Well, that's the outro.
But like, yeah, okay.
I never watched the end either because I listened.